I don't know if it actually existed though. It's one of those things that it might have gotten memory hold. Um, and I played it in the early '90s at my uh neighbor's house, but it was I can't even describe it, man.
Altered Beast.
Yes. No, it wasn't
Oh,
that.
I would
But
I
that's
would have
also
laughed
a
so
good
hard.
game. That is a good game. No, it's a computer game. Okay, so you know in the '90s how there was a whole bunch of sketchy websites that had these games that were pretty good, but no one actually knew about them except by word of mouth. Pretty sure it was one of those.
Yeah.
Like you download it, you probably got 5 viruses, but it was still a good enough game to justify it. Also, I'm thinking of making the dive into Dwarf Fortress. I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about
You
it.
should talk to Lee when he gets here. He's the best person to talk to.
I'm not
I
really
just been
feeling too
told
well
that
today.
You
but who
summoned it.
cares?
Yeah. So speak for two things now.
What was the thing?
Deep Rock for the main thing, but also Tony
what
is thinking of making the deep dive into Dwarf Fortress.
I'm thinking about it.
That is an endeavor that
I know.
yeah.
What's the how many pages is the document? Like 100?
What document?
Like the tutorial, like how to actually play
Oh,
the
I
game.
mean, there's like a tutorial that's like over an hour long.
No, I'm talking the actual tutorial, the one that's like how to play. It's like 100 pages or something.
Oh,
Not like the
I didn't
here's
read
here's the
anything like that.
hold on, the first is
There probably is something like that, but I wouldn't. I don't know.
you pay for it or is it free to play?
It's free.
Okay.
Um,
Because I know it was on Steam. I
I
don't know
will
why it
say,
disappeared.
it is on Steam. There's going to be an official release on Steam so that people can support the developers more.
Oh, I thought
Alright.
it was on Steam, then they pulled it off of Steam.
No, it's there. It just hasn't released yet.
Hasn't this guy been working on it for like 20 years or something?
But it's
crazy?
one guy.
Yeah, it's two boys actually, but yeah, it's mainly one guy. Yeah, he's been working on it in a while. It's just like his life thing, basically.
Like the developers of Terraria, they keep saying that they'll stop adding content, and they keep doing it.
Oh, he has. I don't think this man never intends on stopping. I don't think. Like he still is just happy working on it.
I like what they say on the Steam page. Planned release date.
Time is subjective.
It's got a message that Tony, I think, the perfect triangle doesn't exist, and then it shows a triangle 269-degree angles. One angle to 42 points. Nice.
Triangle.
The perfect triangle.
I will say.
I thought you were gonna aggravate me by saying the Triforce, and I was about to do the biggest sigh ever.
No, it's literally 420, 69, 69. Nice.
I was gonna say. I will say, if you intend on playing the game, I mean, it's definitely like it's not for everyone, and I also don't know that much about the Fortress mode because I don't play that version. I play. So there's two modes. There's one mode which is the Dwarf Fortress, build fortress, command dwarfs to do shit, and then the other mode is you play as a single character and just explore the world that you conjured up. And I like that mode because you can pick between a lot of different races that all
What up, John?
have different things.
How are you
Can't you make a
feeling?
fortress, then playing it if you really wanted to?
You could legit you could make a fortress and then switch to adventure mode and just play as one character and go there to that fortress.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's just something
Although
about
gold
making
is
a
the most
base
noble
and
of the
fucking it
noble
all up.
metals, it still forms many diverse compounds, meaning the
'Cause
oxidation
playing by
state
myself
of gold in its
in a
compounds
fortress, I
ranges
think I would
from
just
-1
easily
to
die.
+5.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
Know what?
When you drank this one, it made you like explain
some smart
explain
thing.
yeah, something about how like gold changes its the what was it?
I don't remember.
It's oxidation levels. That's what it was. Yeah, it was about gold's oxidation levels changing.
No, the most I did in the fortress mode was I built a cave for my dwarfs, and then I think that was like mainly for them to like sleep in and stuff. And then I built a farm that grew mushrooms, and then I built a tavern that only served mushroom beer. And somehow it ended up being like the most fucking popular tavern in the world because there was just over 100 people in this tavern at a time. It was kind of crazy, actually. I kind of enjoyed that.
But never again.
Yeah, I'm not good at the fortress mode,
Well, I'm not saying that I am.
and I've only played it a couple times because I just like the adventure mode more.
Pretty sure.
Cody.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Apparently, the glittering dust is valuable because you can use it to make consumables, like Grails and Might and Essence of Celebrity. I don't know what those do.
Oh, they're for farming hard mode.
Ah, well, apparently that's why people
That makes
buy
sense.
it fairly easily.
That makes a lot of sense.
No!
So I went into
Round the
Wizard
fleet,
Down,
you
I was like,
extra gunpowder mine.
why is glittering dust so popular?
I
Like, why are people buying it? And somebody messaged me privately, like, it's to use these. Oh, thank you.
Yeah!
So I
Not
don't know if it's
again.
something I should keep or sell.
Yeah!
I'm amazed Tony didn't try and do his thing with the barrel again.
I am so bitter about that. Like, you watch. I'm just waiting for Lee to be on his deathbed. Or, you know, like, he's like on life support or something. I'm just gonna be there, like, accidentally pull the plug. Whoopsie.
Oops.
Just casually murder.
How do you make those kinds of consumables, Cody? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know, honestly. But you know what's really cool, Brian? I don't know if you were paying
No,
attention.
don't start the mission yet. I
when
need
we,
to drink a fucking leaf.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I normally step in and wait for someone to object. Type /wiki into your chat.
Okay.
And it will take you to the Guild Wars wiki.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty cool, right? We found that out while we were playing today. Or if you just type /wiki while playing Guild Wars, it takes you to the Guild Wars the official wiki, so you can look up stuff.
Best friends ever. Why ever tell you that?
If you ever have questions, you can just easily answer them.
That's actually Guild Wars doing it again. Making such a fucking great.
I think you can actually do that in Guild Wars 2 as well.
Get in
Goes to
my
their official wiki. I kind of want to try the new class they released though. It's called the Revenant, and it sounds like it's something. I'm trying. How dare you? You're the one who said wait. I love that your character was the one who was like, "Could you please hurry up? Jesus!" You have the audacity.
Cody, I was gonna ask you a question. Alright, so I saw a YouTube short today that I think it was this UI developer, whatever, that reviewed / made suggestions on how he would alter the Steam UI.
Oh, I saw that too. It was so nice.
You liked it? I was like, how how can you like destroy, like take the soul out of something, you know?
I don't know. It just seems so much cleaner. I was like, wow, that
Yeah,
actually.
it seems cleaner, but it like lost all of its like, just like when I look at that,
Yeah,
I'm like,
lost
oh,
the
it's another-
jank. We need that jank
Yeah,
deep.
it's like, well, no, it's like, no, I'm just saying like, it's like, okay, yeah, it looks a bit better, but it's like,
Mule is missing.
now I don't know what fucking thing I'm at. Am I on GOG? Am I on Epic? Like, what the hell am I on? Like, when you don't accidentally know that you're on Steam.
I guess
right?
I guess I'd have to look at it.
It looks like insert generic thing here. Like, it just looks so boring.
It looks like the industry standard of how you should be.
Yeah, let's
Making
like, make
your
it, okay,
UIs.
imagine like, I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever had to open up like Microsoft Word in like the last however many years, but it just imagine
Yeah.
that in Steam, like just where it's like a single button, like everything is just like an icon.
Huh.
It looks sleek, but it lost all its soul. Man, so you liked it, Cody?
I did.
Man,
But maybe we saw different ones. Maybe this was someone else
goddamn
doing
graphic
UI.
bar. Well, did he make call something a hamburger thing and it was actually a filter icon?
I think so. Well, now I don't know.
'Cause you know a hamburger thing's like the 3 lines, right?
Yeah.
And then the filter one is Jesus Christ, what is that?
Who is fucking?
He's making a margarita.
What?
He's making a margarita.
Oh, it's probably Brian.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted. Excuse my dogs.
Fucking eating them.
I literally thought that was in game.
You did?
Yeah, I was like, is that
There's
like?
no way, Cody.
I
There's
swear.
No way.
I swear, I just thought that was like a crunching thing because I'm next to the big machine.
That didn't even sound close.
Well,
to
because everyone was talking,
same
so I
volume.
couldn't quite hear. Anyway,
Okay, we need to do pipes, right?
that's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing one.
Where are they? Where is?
There we go. Come on.
Where are the pipes at?
Request accepted. Stand clear. Pump jack inbound.
Pipe lane could use a hand building it.
And we're walking.
Connect the pipelines to the pump jack and let's get the
Oh.
extraction. Ordering pump jack. Pipe, lace.
Pump jack
I don't.
launch.
I'm not a huge
Waiting for
fan
the impact zone.
of super minimalized UIs. Because then I feel like I have to hover over a lot of shit. Like, okay, what's this? Oh yeah, what's that?
Connect the pipelines to the pump jack.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. That was me.
Well, well,
Pipe
well.
locked down.
Look what we got here.
And look what we have here. We've got some of that there.
Hold on. How can I be more toxic? Hold on. There's no crouch. What is this game?
Hey, it rhymed.
Next round is on my.
Oh, you meant like you wanted to.
The old lady is resting her legs at the
What do you
space.
mean? I wouldn't do anything of the sort.
Teabag him.
As good as it gets.
Give him the old English breakfast.
And is inbound.
Oof. You actually called it that?
No, I was just making a stupid joke because it was like, that's a T. It just sounds like a moniker you could use,
That sounds like something British people say.
right? Oh, you're gonna teabag him, right? Give him the old English breakfast.
Precision. Launching now.
Jeez.
Efficient.
Yeah, not that I muted one out. That's one of my dog's auto heaters.
I'm gonna start saying that now. I'm just gonna refer to it as giving him the English breakfast.
Hold on, I'll take their lead. Hold on. I think it's.
Work hard, party hard.
This
Well
one?
done. Pipeline successfully established.
I want to know if that's actually a thing. Like, is giving someone the
Oh, yeah.
old
Okay.
English
I have
breakfast?
to make it less steep. I can't. Let's see.
God, that's so far away.
Where are you guys?
There we go. I got it.
What?
Did I get it? Yeah. Oh wait, what the fuck is this thing?
What?
Can I not?
What are you talking?
Making my way downtown,
can't-
building
can't dig it.
pipes, riding.
Oh, this is the thing.
There you go, under,
Oh, it
because
Only
fuck
someone
it.
will help
How are you?
build.
Oh, okay, I understand.
You have to go this way a little bit, or either way, it doesn't matter.
Y'all hopped off right on the plane.
Oh, it is the thing.
Oh yeah, no, I was waiting for Tony to put his
Ow.
miniature people
Fuck.
away.
My miniature people.
Children.
Oh.
Miniature people.
Yeah, your children.
The other humans.
What do you think?
The
Cody?
tiny
Wanna hold on
human.
to that glittering dust for those things? I don't even know how to make
God.
them.
What is this?
I mean, if you want the Chaos Gauntlets though, and you're thinking about getting Eye of the North, you could hang on to them.
This
The
never
Chaos
gets
Gauntlets
old.
take one stack.
Is
What?
that yours?
They only take one stack of
It is
250.
yours. Hold on.
I looked on the wiki.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how many
that's-
characters you want to get them for. That's the other thing, you know?
Jeez. Well, I mean, I've got 24 stacks left. I'm sure I could spare 3 or
Shit.
4. But I just don't know if those other things.
Okay.
I don't even know what they do.
Did we get the other one going yet?
Don't worry, guys. I'm building the perfect.
Are you making it into a circle? Like, what the
Shut
heck?
up! It's perfect. Don't.
I mean, if you're saying it's the perfect circle, I'd
I build
agree.
here.
I made the
What the
best.
hell?
Look how we did it, boys. I made a roller coaster that we can't use. You just have to jump and grind. You just gotta jump and grind. You gotta learn how to use the physics of the game.
You want me to
Yeah,
do a
man.
kickflip?
And you gotta jump over it like boom. Look at that, easy
Hey,
peasy.
bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom. I bada broom. You know,
Yeah, man.
Pipe ready.
like apples. How about them apples, right?
Pipe segment done.
We'll play
That's-
fucking Deep Rock Galactic.
This is one of my favorite types of missions because I just love making these
I just love
as
building.
complicated as possible at the end. I realized I went the wrong way, and instead of correcting my mistake, I decided to just, you know, steer into the skid, as it were.
Ready as a picture.
Because you know what? It's not on my
If it
dime.
works,
It's on the
it
company's
works.
dime.
Good enough.
Yeah.
So they can pay for some extra piping. For me to have a fun day at
More
work.
pipe must flow. This is hard work.
All lights read green.
Oh yeah.
Pipelines and
Grab back.
pump jacks are all in place.
Oh God,
The liquid
sorry.
kind is waiting.
Okay.
To the refinery.
Oh, did you just drop yourself?
Pump sequence.
Wait, teabag him. Teabag him.
I gotta figure out how. Wait, I know how. We'll just.
Yeah, close enough.
Because you can't crouch, can't. Oh wait, we can also do.
Taste the pickaxe.
Load up your guns and sharpen your pickaxe.
Okay, now would be a good time.
All right, fine. Drink your water.
You want me to get it going?
Oh, yeah.
I only shot the exploding thing to get it out of the way.
Am I starting it?
Oh yeah, you
I
go
just-
for it.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him. The liquid morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise will draw in the locals, so stay on your
That's why I'm building the turrets now. Get up, boys.
You know what what the fuck? Get out of here. You know what I'm talking about though, where you like technically did the assignment, but you like didn't, you like took the soul out of it? No, like, okay. So it'd be kind of like if you like somehow made it so that you can make curves in Minecraft, right? It's like, yeah, okay, people probably like it, but like that's not the point. That's
No, they don't like curves in Minecraft. Trust me. Nobody like spheres and sphere mods in Minecraft either.
Out of my way.
That's because it goes against the whole spirit of Minecraft, right? Blocky shit.
I feel like curves do as well.
There's absolutely zero rounding edges in Minecraft. They will never allow it.
I mean, you kind of can.
They
if
will
you make,
kill.
like the building right.
They will.
It's all
They.
about resolution, right? You can make it round.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just need enough blocks.
But they
The
will.
pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
They will kill Bill Gates if that happens.
Wait a minute.
Does Bill Gates even work at Microsoft anymore?
I don't know.
We still have malfunctions in the system.
Isn't it Satya or something?
It's Aziz Ansari. Yes. From his days
From
that one show, Parks and Rec.
no, I'm trying to remember the.
Somehow,
name.
he wrote 2 books.
Did he?
Tom from Parks and Rec. Not
Write
Aziz,
2
but
books?
yeah.
Back up and running.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote one about success, and then he wrote one about failing, and then being a success.
Swarm. Show them your dwarves.
Did Brian just peace out? Oh. Thought I heard someone drop.
Beep boop.
Pump sequence 50%.
I'm just really good at Foley work.
Running. We're done in no time.
Nothing's worse than joining a Discord for the first time to awkward silence.
See, I like going completely silent when someone joins, just to wait for them to say something like, "Oh, you joined. Speak up. What do you want?"
This guy's head. No, wait, look, come back. Someone has to marvel at this.
Malfunction along the pipeline.
Look at this guy's head.
To work.
Where's that?
It's spinning.
I see no head.
They do that sometimes.
It was
They're
awesome.
the way they ragdoll
Oh.
sometimes.
Oh, fuck. Got the run ass over there. Well, if I go off of Goblin Slayer, they can technically be at the bottom of the ocean, so I'd say quite a bit.
I fucking love Goblin Slayer.
It's a bit much, but it's still pretty fun.
Oh yeah. I really like his armor design.
Pump sequence at 75%.
I never understood the whole eye thing going on, but
I also just like goblins, so
Good company.
I'm in.
It's a nice one.
Even if they are little bastards.
goblins are.
Goblins are always little bastards.
I think he made goblins a little OP, but you know, whatever.
Look,
It's like Vermintide.
yeah,
So many weak ones are going to be strong eventually.
yeah. Monk, ape, strong together. You know, it's like the goblin way.
Monkey stupid.
Yeah, monkey stupid, but ape strong together.
Where am I going? Okay, I'm guessing I'm going to this
I
one.
love standing in acid.
Pipeline repaired, but other pipelines are still malfunctioning.
Your mom's malfunctioning. What the fuck? Who let out the
It
like
worked just fine
most
last night.
amazing woo?
R&D did good with the pipe writing.
Pipeline's operational again. You're doing fine. Excellent work, miners. All equipment
Oh,
repairs were
Focus
fully
left the
cargo
call.
rack
That's who
is fully
left.
loaded.
Oh.
All systems are go. Just
Because he wanted to
press the
just
button.
go full stream entertainment, just enjoy.
Swarm, we got another swarm.
Well, enjoy. Now that, oh my god, I'm fine. I realized I was going to take so much damage standing next to the rocket.
You were bringing up the idea of doing Guild Wars 2, though, right?
Cargo rocket is
Yeah,
returning to orbit.
Focus also has
Sending
Guild Wars
another
2.
to get you out.
Brett
Well,
and
Guild
Clay
Wars, I
won't
think, is
play.
free. Why won't they play? It's free.
They didn't like it. Brian won't play it either because he didn't like it.
It's free. We can all just hop on a server. and
Free does
goof
not
around.
equal good.
I like
No,
it.
but to dig around,
It's not like the best MMO, but it has some stuff that I really like, where you can like do jumping puzzles. So I want to try the new class.
just hop on as a guild and like just goof around.
I
for
still
an
have
hour.
my guild.
I don't even know what server I'm on.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3
No,
minutes.
change. But
Can you?
I think so. We were on the same one. We played together.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because you have a Guild Wars 2 account. If the free accounts, you get
Yeah.
2 characters that you can play as. You still get most of the content for free, I think, too. They did the whole Final Fantasy 14 thing where the game's pretty much free until you want to pay for like
We're pulling it back in.
stuff like being able to make a guild, be a party leader for dungeons. But I want to see how much it's changed since you and I played it, because you and I only played for like.
No, I've played it quite a bit. And then
Oh
you
yeah, no,
guys
I got a
dropped.
I have a max level character. Like I got to end game content. I just end game content in the first campaign, like first game. There's 3 expansions out now. Level 80 is
yeah.
max level. I have a level 70 necromancer, and he's also got one of the expansion classes. He has the greatsword because I wanted to play the necromancer with the greatsword. Because that sounds fucking cool as shit to me. Being a minion master with a gigantic cleaver.
I don't know why they're being party poopers if it's a free game.
Well, they own it.
Guild Wars 2?
Yeah, Brett and Clay own it. Brian doesn't, I don't. Brian, you don't own it, right?
No.
No.
Apparently somebody bought all the black dye from the dye trader. Which I didn't know was possible.
Some stuff they're not selling anymore, though. I told you I couldn't buy like a guild sigil.
Yeah, I'm reading here now. It says you can't black dye in the dye merchant. Nope, someone bought them all. Everyone was talking about it.
Oh.
That'd be impressive. If you bought something out to the point where the trader's like, out.
I guess that's what happens with the guild sigils. They must get bought out. And only renewed every so often.
Only
Guild
thing I
Wars
don't
2
like
though
about it-
is pretty fun. Like the one thing I want to try that they added that's pretty cool is the flying that apparently WoW is stealing for their new expansion.
I think everyone agreed about that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's just doing big companies doing what they do best. Oh, that's super successful. Better use it.
I like how people are getting salty about it. It's like, well, Guild Wars just needs to do something else then.
I mean, they're very successful right now in their current style of selling the game. They do free to play. You buy the game, you own it forever, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee.
I'd be.
You can buy cosmetics that are just in-game boosts. I think there is some stuff you can buy that's sort of pay to win,
Now that is real music.
but I don't think it transfers to PvP because PvP everybody is nerfed
You know, you're not being
to
paid for
PvP
this.
settings.
Work.
Well, okay, so my only thing about.
And I'm not a hardcore player, so I'm not like worried about tiny incremental changes. Just worried about having fun doing dungeons. All I want to do is dungeons. That's really what I want to go back to Guild Wars 2 for, is try out the
I don't-
dungeons.
I don't think people understand that PvP in like 90% of games is like a small fraction. So when people are like, ah, it's gonna ruin PvP, most people don't PvP and they're not gonna give a shit. So that's why people are like, oh, how
hell
is
yeah.
this game doing so well? It's like cheating, and there's so much cheating in PvP. It's like people want PvP. They don't give a fuck. They don't want a PvP. If they can get like little boosts in PvE, why do they give a fuck? It's not gonna. They're not PvPing. But if you have a game like
I feel like WoW is one of the exceptions where it's like that if there's in-game PvP.
WoW's PvP has not really been a thing since probably what, BC? I think it kind of came back in MoP.
Look, I don't know. I don't play WoW anymore. I was just talking about world PvP.
Orders from management. Stop tough dancing
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying.
get to it.
They
But,
tried
like-
to bring it back for which one was it? What was before Battle for Azeroth? Was it Legion?
Yeah, no, yes, Legion and BFA, and
Yeah, okay,
then
so from-
Shadowlands, and now Dragonflight.
Dude, they just need to make a WoW 2. Upgrade the engine, upgrade the graphics.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
already talking
everyone
about Guild
happy.
Wars 3.
Okay.
Are they
this is
actually gonna
what
make a
I
Guild
have
Wars
in
3?
I don't think so. I think they were just teasing at the idea when people were asking for like a bunch of new races, like maybe in Guild Wars 3. And so people are like, does this mean?
Something is interfering with the force field. Would you have
But I feel like
anything about
Guild
it?
Wars is gonna have like Guild Wars 2 will have like maybe 2 or 3 more expansions. Maybe I'm wrong because they did just upgrade their system to DirectX 11 instead, so that they can have more graphical load.
Yeah. I think that
Which
Guild
normally
Wars-
Is
Like,
like
I
a
don't-
we're gonna go long term. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I haven't played in a long time, so you have to take my stuff with a grain of salt. But I think that they should add in some type of healing. It doesn't need to be like a lot of healing, but just like minor healing. Like every class gets, or there's one class that can buff or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's already in there. I don't know. But I know a lot of people are like, what? There's no healers? So what, you just have to CC everything to death? That doesn't
Drop
sound
pod
very
is
fun.
ready. Time to leave.
Well,
But maybe it's changed since then. I don't know.
ain't got all day. Let's leave.
I have no. Two is like.
I
All I
have it
know is
downloaded.
there's. I do too. I wanted to see what characters I had, and I logged onto my Necromancer, and he had another birthday present, which I'm pretty sure was the 10th birthday present.
Oh yeah, I had them going all the way back to release. It was nutty.
Yeah, because
I
we
like
both
it
played.
too.
Well, you and I both played open beta.
Did we?
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
I was
It's a
at
fun-
your house on launch because we couldn't get into our apartment, so we stayed over at your guys' house with our cats.
Oh,
And you and I played Guild Wars 2 launch night in your apartment.
It's been that long.
It has been that long.
I think the graphics for, cause how old is that game now? It's over a decade, right?
This'll be the end.
This is we're on a decade now. This is the decade year.
This is the decade.
Yeah.
Graphically, it is still solid.
Oh, it looks
there-
great.
There are plenty
Like,
of
they-
games that really do just have aged pretty good, honestly,
Yeah.
in terms of visually.
Well,
Well,
it's
and-
just like, I don't know what they did that it can just like, what the hell is this? What do you do?
Something. I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot by everything.
Sniper turret.
Dude,
sight.
do I
Ah,
kill
you're.
this thing?
No, I gotta hack it.
Oh, so I just need to kill this thing.
Die, you double-jointed
And
There's
shoot the
exploding
bugs. Yeah.
Stand your ground. If no quarter.
Ouch. Ouch.
Like, if Guild Wars 1 had the graphical scalability that Guild Wars 2 had, I think
This
it would.
fucking tiny bug.
We're here to shoot the ones
Yeah, I know.
without beards.
Which one's still a very
But-
good game. It's
Guild
just-
Wars 1? It's okay. I mean, I saw Cody's,
There's definitely like flat textures and stuff, but some places hold up really well.
well, it's 20 years, right?
Cool as a cucumber.
Is it? I thought it was way older than that. I thought I hit the 20-year mark.
My account's 16 years old, and I got it a little after release, so.
Okay.
Turrets
So, were they running custom engine, or did they,
I don't know. One thing I do know is that apparently the whole game is built on a 2D plane computer. That's why we can't jump.
you know, that actually makes a lot of
If they wanted
sense.
to put a Z-axis into it, it would be a huge undertaking.
Guild Wars 1 came out in 2005. 2005. I'm pretty sure my account is the oldest between all of us. I don't know how old it is, but mine's not that. We played a year into it, I think.
type in /age.
Well, I'm playing a different game.
Oh, that's right. Sure.
Well, I'm not playing that
Diggy
game right
diggy
now.
hole.
Diggy diggy dwarf hole right now. Me top heavy man.
Yeah, I knew you'd do that.
Have his been playing with us right now. That's
What?
what's going
What?
What?
on. Lean Diggy Dig game.
Diggy diggy game, great. This is such a great game.
So,
Brett and Clay
me
play
dig
this game
hole
too.
in ground.
Yeah. So me think dig hole in ground find really nice dino brain, but then me find shiny orb, and turn out it make Oog very smart, but Oog no like, so Oog eat, and then Oog feather hair and get smart. Feathered his hair. Me walk upright and feather hair. To style with is used. I forgot what he uses to do it.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact line either.
I don't actually remember the way he says it. It's like one day shiny stones show up and Ook think it's an egg, so Ook try and hit it, but it does nothing cause me stupid. But then one day I make I make wheel out of dino brain. Then me get hungry because me dumb. But point is, Oog gets smarter, and I walk upright in feather hair using something. Yeah. A bow!
Bow, good,
Bow, good! Ah!
That's the one line that I know.
I'll get your record this time. Just watch me.
Pretty. Do
Me
you remember
bored.
Yahoo
Ah.
Answers?
Yahoo Answers. Oh, I love Yahoo. It's
Dude.
a gold mine of great.
Do you
great
remember
questions.
the How is Babby born?
How was Babby born? I remember Am I Pregnant?
I think it's the same one.
Pergane? Am I pregnant?
Gun.
Am I pregnant? How do
Yeah,
I
it's
know
like-
pregnant?
Yeah, it's to sway new mother or something like that.
Yeah.
Or someone yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Sentry on.
There's also, I don't know if it was Yahoo Answers too, but the one where someone's like, I got an idea for an anime. And then, I should link it because I'm not going to do it any justice.
I know what you're talking
God, that's good. Girl walks in and she has even bigger boobs.
I think I've read that one actually, yeah.
I'm talking real bahagas. Oh god.
about. Hana Hana Gawoos.
Yeah. I like when like one spider is like attacking and then it like kicks on the epic music and I'm like trying to find something to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And it's like
I think there is supposed to be a horde right now. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, something's
They're like-
happening.
Yeah, they're not sure where we are either.
Well, it's kind of like a horror game when you're just like the music like really picks up and you're like, oh man, something scary is happening, and like
Nothing
it must have been a glitch or some shit because nothing happened.
Or Skyrim with the combat music, where the combat music
Oh,
will stay
yeah.
sometimes and it doesn't go away even when you load sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can hack this.
Ebo
Or how
nut.
how like the wild animals that don't try to attack you count as
How do
enemies.
I hack? Oh, right trigger.
Feel my wrath.
So you just can't fast travel because there's a fucking deer or something.
Bears ain't ready.
You feel a
Hey.
rival presence.
I hacked. I'm a hacker.
It's a goose.
You son of a bitch. You're hacking?
I'm a hacker.
Wow.
I'm
I
a
thought you had
Bonafide
respect for games.
hacker. They call me Hacker Man on the
I
internet.
now change my name to Anano.
No.
I'm a nano. That's short for anonymous, if you didn't catch that. It's pretty clever,
Who is
huh?
this Anano?
Not me. Could be anyone.
I have never heard of him.
That's like the really like the like obvious eyebrow raise, like, I don't know who it is.
I don't know.
Couldn't be me.
Dude, I cannot find any of these stupid things.
I mean, I found a lot of them. It's okay.
No flares ready.
You know what? Now you have to find all of them.
I probably will at this rate.
Well, now I'm not going to even attempt to help.
I don't.
Fine, I'm going to go in the corner.
I found
where's the ship?
one.
I'm going to go to the ship. Where's the goddamn ship?
I found one.
Found, okay. I was gonna say I found one more. Look for the nuts. There you go.
I
There's your-
also found
already got
some
the
nuts.
We don't have all the nuts.
We need 8 nuts. Oh fuck! I
That's a
dropped.
lot of nuts.
Oh no! I dropped it down. Oh, it keeps
It's
going
these
further.
spider things, right? Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try this.
He just left with nuts.
Ah, nuts.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time. Launch the mainland and we'll send in the escape camp.
Hold on.
Platform created.
I got quite a few nuts.
Damn it.
I also got a lot of these like flowers. I don't know if they do anything. They're like rose-looking things.
Oh, I think they're just ingredients for beer.
Oh, good. Oh hey.
Where's this?
And we're walking.
I have like 7 nuts.
That's probably enough because I also have one. So
I have at least 3 nuts. Damn it.
Hey, Bug, fuck off. Where are you?
Oh
Right.
wait.
Hold on.
Honey made me a nice staircase, maybe.
I was gonna say I can also just catch it.
Oh, okay. Ready?
God damn it!
I tried.
Hey, look, bull.
It's okay. I got it.
One platform ready.
We don't really need it actually, but
We don't need it.
I found it though, and that's what's
You know what,
important.
yeah,
you
you're
know,
right.
we.
Get yourself a gold sticker.
I need to have a participation trophy.
You're cute, but you're
I don't want your
dead.
stupid trophy.
you gonna bring those fucking nuts over here?
Shove my nuts right in your face.
We need 6 nuts.
I got
We
many
need
of
6
those.
salty nuts.
Jesus Christ.
Well done. Secondary objective completed.
Well, well, well. Look who saved the mission.
Mainland launch.
Fucking jabronis.
Arrive when mainland has been secured. Hang in there.
Thank you.
Stop shooting me!
Someone has to do something around here. This was not really a stressful mission.
No, it went by pretty
No.
quick.
Well, no, I mean, like, these turrets are not even low on ammo.
No, the turrets almost never do run out of ammo. I've noticed. Like they last like the whole mission.
Yeah, but I think, what did they start with? Because this one is at almost 500. Did they start with 500?
Yeah, I mean they don't. They also just don't shoot very fast.
Well, this one's down to 350.
Yeah, it just depends on the side.
Rock and stone in the heart!
Steve. Forgot I had you.
Really like this gun. I don't have to aim anymore. Just hold trigger and I just shoot a lot and they take damage.
Oh, the smart gun?
Yep.
Suck on this, you freak of nature!
Dude, speaking of
And then I
smart
don't accidentally shoot Steve either.
Yeah.
I just hold trigger down and jump around and then things show up and they die.
Alright. You know, you guys know how old people complain about technology, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do every day.
Okay. So, my mother-in-law, she's like, she doesn't like that cars come with all these new systems and GPSs that can like track you and all that, right? And she's like, I wish you could just buy like something that didn't have that. I'm like, yeah, it's like a 50-year-old car. No one wants that.
Keep it
because
together. Drop
they're
pod is en
fucking
route.
heavy as hell.
Well, it
Gas
depends on the
mileage
car.
terrible. Which
Like, if
car
we're-
is not made of like a?
No, I'm
block of
talking like
steel?
that people don't want. Like I'm talking, you hand someone like the keys to a 1969, Dodge Challenger. I'm not gonna say no.
No,
I'm
but
gonna say
just
yes,
talking, like,
please.
yeah,
I'll
but
give
they're
up
gas
my car.
guzzlers.
Ready for takeoff.
I
Most people hate shifting these days.
Oh, I
because
have
it's a pain in
to.
the ass in the city.
It is a pain in the ass, but it's also fun. And I live in a city, so I at least
Does yours have a shifter?
yeah, I got 5-speed. It's got a 5-speed.
This one has.
It's got a 5-star Dragon Ball on my shifter
Wait
too.
a minute, what year is that thing?
Boys.
2011. Oh, on.
Did you specifically look for one, or do you just always run
No.
into these?
I just happened to run into that one.
I feel
It was
like
the
every car
best
or
bang
most
for the
cars you
buck.
have- I feel like most cars you've had have been
No, I've only had 2 stick shifts.
because you had the Fiesta.
Yeah, the Fiesta did have a stick shift, but every other car, like both trucks, were automatics. The Pathfinder,
Dude,
not the
your
Pathfinder,
truck
the
wheel, I still tell people that story about your truck wheel being the smallest thing I've ever seen in my life.
what? Truck?
Your truck wheel. Like your
Oh,
steering.
my steering wheel. Yeah, because I put on a
Like,
little
it
racing
made
steering
no
wheel.
sense. It made no sense. Like why? Because that was a Ford, right?
No, it was a GMC.
Was it a GMC? I've never seen a wheel that tiny.
Yeah,
It was-
no,
it was
it was just
comedic.
we needed a new steering wheel because the one that was on it was broken. And I was like, and it was gigantic, and I was like, wouldn't it be fun if we got a small one? I was like, let's get a small one because it would look hilarious,
Oh,
and
wait,
it
you're
did.
the one that did it too?
Yeah, I did.
Oh. I didn't know that. I just remember the wheel being like stupidly small.
Oh yeah. So Lee, you know on like old trucks how like the steering wheel is like this fucking monstrous thing that like looks like an old like ship wheel, like captain's ship wheel. Well, now imagine like a racing car tiny steering wheel. That's what I put in this big truck.
Imagine like a medium-sized pizza wheel.
Yeah, like it was like it's like a personal
was
pan
stupid
pizza was
small.
my yeah like so like to turn left you'd have to like turn it around twice.
It was so small.
It did not look comfortable to drive.
What?
It did not look very comfortable.
It was actually really comfy to drive because the
There
steering
was
wheel
no
was
way
really
that was
nice.
comfortable.
No, because the
It was
steering
a
wheel was
fucking
squishy.
wheel, man.
The steering wheel was squishy, so you could push your heel,
Yeah, but
your hand into it.
You
and
had
it
to
was
take
nice
it off though. The
Or at least rest
wheel
your elbow.
cover.
What?
I remember you had to take that wheel cover off, which made it even smaller.
What wheel? I didn't
You had a wheel cover on it at one point.
I didn't have to take it off.
I'm pretty sure you had to take it off because
No, I remember keeping that
I
thing
think
on
it
the
was
whole
falling
time.
apart. I thought it was falling apart, and you had to eventually take it off.
No. The thing, we moved it to the other truck I drove after a while. It was comfy. It just was it was just funny looking. The worst steering wheel I've had was just Honda, the CRV.
Really, the CRV?
Yeah, I think it was because the like the frame was bent a little bit, so it pulled constantly. Holding it was uncomfortable. So like pull on your hands constantly.
Oh. Do you think that you got Stockholm syndrome from your guys' first car? Because I don't know about you guys, but like my car was like falling apart, but I still reminisce about it because like the gas gauge.
Yeah,
didn't
you had the
work and stuff.
Pontiac, right?
Yeah, my gas gauge didn't work, right? And so you just
Brian
to
had
do
the
some local math.
Honda. I had the Fiesta.
It was that Honda forever.
Because like
Great.
the trucks weren't mine; they were just my
Made it
mom's.
worse.
I think I had my Pontiac. God, how long was it? Probably 7 years.
My mom's
right?
boyfriend's fun cars, and I got to just drive them. My first car that I got though was the Ford Fiesta.
Wait, that was your first one?
Yeah, because the trucks weren't mine. Those were just for me to learn how to drive in. My first car was. And then, well,
Lee,
I guess
how was
technically,
your car, Lee?
technically, my first car was the Honda Metropolitan, the little moped that I got.
That's not a first car, it's a moped.
My first car. Drove that thing so much that it no longer could be driven.
Lee, what about your car?
Launch control
Your
reports
first
foreign
one.
objects in the
Non-existent.
launch tube.
You never had a car?
Interfering with the
Please.
force field. Would you happen to know anything about it?
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license?
No.
Aren't that your... Are you in a city?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you got your own walking-ish, bus-ish
It
distance.
works out. Yeah. I get to work.
Man, you're not missing out, I'll tell you that much. I hate driving. But...
I plan on it. I just haven't. It's money. Money. It
Once
costs
you-
money.
I know it costs money, trust me. Especially with gas prices. I don't know how they are where you
Need
guys
to
are at,
retrace
but I
my
think
steps
mine's
from last
509
night,
right
Lloyd.
now.
Another wormhole
I
special
can't
for
remember.
It's like
Yeah,
450.
I'd have to
It's
look.
450 where you're at?
Something like that.
Damn.
That's the stuff. Get
But
on board. We're about to
the
land
reason I bring it up
there
is
in the
because my
freeway.
car had so many problems, right? The electric windows never worked. So you had to like, you know how like normal cars you have to, the windshield,
You know,
like you can roll it down,
wormhole specials
right?
could be really useful
Or you
if
have the
R&D
button.
put a bit of work in
Well,
it.
my button didn't work and I didn't have a manual. So you had to use your hands and you like, kind of like suctioned your hand to it and you pulled it down. That's how you had to roll up and roll down. So you wanted to make sure that it didn't get like
Yeah.
stuck. And then at the same time, the gas gauge didn't work. Like legitimately did not work. So you'd fill it up and it would stay at the same level and then it would never go down or up. So it was just fixated at this one spot. And so you'd always have to do mental math when you're like doing this, like, okay, how many miles did I about drive? And it's just like, it was pretty funny. And so when I went up to college, Nicole had to drive my car a couple times, and she didn't like it, right? Because she's
Yeah.
always paranoid about running out of gas. And so
It's just a
she's
fair
like,
paranoia, especially as a woman.
oh yeah, it is. I'm
Some
not saying
random,
it's not.
yeah.
It's kinda-
Last
it's
thing
kinda
you
like-
want to do is be stranded on the side of the road in the woods, especially in
So-
serial killer territory.
but
'Cause
she
I'm
was always
assuming
one of
this
those
is when you
people
guys
that,
were
like-
up here, right?
Yeah. She would always be filling it up, right? She's like, she would, because
Drives like 5 miles.
right?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because I'd be like, all right, 2 weeks. That's about, I don't know, like 150. I should probably fill it up. She was like, okay, it's been like 2 days. I need to get this baby topped up.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been like her too. I've been like every 2 days just putting.
I just
Yes,
grew
and-
up on it, so I
You kind
know,
of had
give
it
it to
down.
you.
That's true. Like after a while, you probably get. I'd feel more
But,
comfortable if I always like had a gas can with me. I guess just with like a
no, I
little
said
bit.
fuck it. Looking back, I was dumb. I should have had that, but at the time, it's like
If you had AAA,
I
it's all
trusted
good.
my-
Hurry up.
I did not have
ain't
AAA.
getting
What?
out.
Lazy bastards.
I gotta pee, so I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, sorry.
But my first car had so many issues. The seal around the trunk was broken, so like since Washington it rains so much, right?
Yeah.
It would always be flooded, right? So I had like towels and stuff back there, and like, yeah, I couldn't park in certain directions because then water would flow into the trunk. It was, and then what else? The heat was kind of busted. Man, I miss my car. It was such. That's why I'm wondering about you guys. Is your first cars, because my car was legitimately a piece of shit towards the end, but I still
Yeah.
miss it.
Move it, guys.
That's why I
We're
like the
going
car.
planet side.
You still have it?
Yeah, it's in my garage.
You haven't sold it off?
No, I'm probably just gonna give away my car.
Let's get this mission rolling.
So old.
Are you gonna attempt to fix it up?
No.
It's not worth it.
Move it,
No, I need to
guys,
make room for
or
the
I
Porsche that I
get
got.
inside.
Bombs.
Porsche.
Yeah, it's 1990
Hurry up!
Porsche.
I ain't getting younger, you know.
Burner 2, I think.
I have no idea when it comes to Porsches which one's good and which one's
Could
bad,
you
like
please
year-wise.
hurry up? We're leaving.
It's a nice little car. A lot nicer than a 97 Honda Civic.
Well, Nicole had a 80-something Corolla, and I had to drive that a couple times, and I felt like I was sitting in a goddamn clown car. Like, my legs, you would have to like physically lift up, like, or I'd have to physically lift up my leg from gas to brake. It was the tiniest car I've ever been in. Well,
Get on
not
board.
really.
We're about
Cody's
to leave.
Fiesta was pretty bad.
Thrust sequence initiating.
My Fiesta was pretty tiny, but Clayton's Geo was a little smaller.
Was it?
Clayton had the best story about it with his Geo, and it was with me in the car because he really wanted to do something but didn't because he knew it already looked bad enough because we got pulled over after going to Jack in the Box at like 2 in the
don't know if you
morning.
saw what happened there. I drank that drink right before we launched, and
Yeah.
it teleported me out of the
Oh.
drill. It was the wormhole one. I just wanted to see if it would work.
Oh, that's funny.
This time the
I
Raptor
just,
has been
on your
override
screen,
zone.
I
Once
just
extracted,
disappeared.
I didn't even notice. I'll have to watch that back.
The drill
The,
turret will automatically
yeah,
home in
fossil.
on the Hearthstone, so your job will be to escort it and keep it running. Good luck,
So,
miners.
Clayton and I had yeah, just
Stand near the
gotten
landing zone to
Jack
you.
in the
Drill
Box.
turrets are coming in.
Driving back, it's like 2 in the morning. This is back where we're playing League of Legends late into the night all the time. And we get pulled over because I think Clayton's blinker had gone out or something like that. Some just simple. Cop pulls him over and he's like, "Is this your car?" Because Clayton had taken the whole front piece of it. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, I actually work as a mechanic. I was just fixing this piece up, or like taking this off to like fix it." He's like, "Oh, okay, can you have your license and registration?" And Clayton looks at me and he's like, "I just wanted to do this," and he pulls the key out while the car is still running. He goes, "See, officer, it's my car. I've got the key right here." Because it had broken into the ignition, and he was like, "But I feel like that might look worse." Like, look, I have the key right here. It's broken and the car's running. It just looks like you hotwired it.
The drill dozer is en route to the Hearthstone.
Did you like
Expect
change
heavy
the color of your
resistance.
platforms?
Toes, guys. Escort duty
No?
is on.
What?
Oh shit, you guys are going?
I just turned it on. Ugh.
It's a little bit more than on.
Well, when you turn it on,
Yes.
I guess it gets going. It just ran me over. It threw me off the front end because it dipped too far forward and then ran me over. That is a but that is an OSHA violation.
A marvelous piece of engineering.
I don't think the dwarf company cares.
Oh, what the hell? Stop ditching.
They have dwarf OSHA, which is just DOSHA.
Doge.
Lighting up.
Dosh. It's just Dosh.
What do you
Got a
think
big
is
horde of
people's
enemies
fascination
approaching the
with
drill
dwarves?
dozer. Defend it or die
With
trying.
dwarves?
Diggy diggy hole.
Diggy diggy hole.
That's it. That's all we
Tolkien.
need. Yeah.
Tolkien and Norse mythology specifically.
Kill me, kill.
Say.
Were they always fountain dwellers?
Yes.
Yeah.
And smiths and they were smiths in like Norse mythology.
Oh God, help, help!
Where you at?
Oh,
Being
wow.
eaten by a fucking. I'm not into this.
I got you. Just couldn't find you. And now I'm down. It's all good.
Why are you down?
Just got hit by a lot of damage.
Okay.
But I'm standing on. That's a lot of damage. Not even flex tape can seal that wound. Huh. Apparently, if you stand in front of my smart gun, you will get shot.
Oh shit! Run away! Run! Run away!
The drill dozer has stopped.
Uh-oh.
Fuel
It's an
canisters are
oppressor.
all dry as a bone. Refill them, and we will have this show on the road again soon.
I want to make a joke. But I'm not going to.
A what?
I was going to make a joke off of the oppressor thing, but
Gonna be so much.
It's the oppressor. What was the card that they had to remove from Magic the Gathering that's like one of those cards where you're like,
a
yeah.
lot of the Arab ones.
No, there's one where it's like, it's
like-
essentially a dude in a white robe.
There's a lot of interesting ones, I should say. I don't think they should have gotten rid of like any of them unless they're like against like moving plays.
I
or
could see
whatever.
why like something would be really offensive. Like, but I don't know. I'd have to actually look at what the card would be.
Yeah, but it's kind of already there, right? It's a
Oh yeah,
card.
here it is. It's called Invoke Prejudice, and it's a bunch of hooded characters with pointy hats and a giant headsman's axe. And
Well,
that's
the
the one
point-
that they were like, I don't know if that one is the right artwork.
I thought the pointed hats though, wasn't that way before then? I thought that's.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean there
there's
was
a
a
lot of
It's a
situations.
Catholic. It's
There's
a
a
Catholic
lot of
church, right?
there's a lot of situations.
yeah, but that's where I mean that's where the KKK was like getting a lot of their.
I mean, there's a lot of situations like that
Where are you?
something turned shitty. Oh, you know.
I was gonna have to go help Lee.
I'm
That's
probably
good
gonna
for
get
you.
down before you. Yeah, it's okay.
Protect the drill dozer.
I can't. My gun won't reach that far.
Just watch out for the fucking tentacle monster up above where I'm at.
Well, I can't.
If you can get over here.
There's bugs everywhere. Cody, where the hell are you?
Down here, killing a bug trying to
I'm
kill
just
our
gonna-
dozer.
I'm gonna go get Lee.
Stick around.
Yo, watch out. But yeah, okay, you
Lee, I'm the greatest.
I made a platform.
Except when shit blows up.
Yeah,
Oh my god, what the hell is even going on?
it's a big boy. I didn't expect him to be up here. This is kind of.
Yeah, why the hell is he up here?
I don't know. He just didn't like you, I guess.
Sticky grenade. Platform's placed.
The drill dozer has just suffered permanent damage.
Damn it!
That thing running at any cost.
I'm trying.
This green shit is annoying.
It's a fix.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, it's still alive. God. I'm out of play. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Step back.
Keep those bloody bugs off
Run.
the drill dozer.
Hold on.
Damn it!
Oh no, I did. Okay, I retarded.
Greta, heal.
I'll get him.
Well, I might have gotten him.
You got the bug. I was just mean I'm gonna get you.
I got.
Let's get back down there.
Armed and ready.
Got some crappa.
Okay,
What is attacking me?
I don't know.
So,
Save your
We're just
ammunition.
defending poor Loretta.
Well, looking at the
Feel much better now.
the damage to it, didn't look like he did a very good job at it.
Was
oh.
alone?
I mean, there was a lot of bugs. Okay.
Yeah. I
The
try to
oppressor
also
was
fill the.
upstairs.
There was
What?
a fuck ton of bugs down there.
Also, there's a fossil right here, Lee. I put a platform right under it.
Are you guys
Oh.
actually gonna try the fossil?
Why not? Only
Yeah, I
five.
already have. We already
We
have
have 5, yeah.
Oh, God,
And I can
these
just
are
put
big.
I can just put platforms underneath them for Lee to just shoot to.
Yeah.
That's why I think Scout Engineer is one of the better combos.
Yeah.
Really use an armor up.
I'm actually really looking forward to the grenades.
Reloading.
Leave my thingy alone.
Fuck off. Jesus Christ, can't you see I'm busy?
Was that the only fossil you saw?
That's the only one I saw from the tank vantage.
Let there
I'll
be.
go look around briefly and see if I can find it.
Hope the bandage stays on.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry, please.
Move your tin ass.
You're as good as
Canister
new,
plate.
Doretta.
We will have Doretta up and running again soon.
Ouch.
Canister
Oh yeah,
in.
Tony.
Just one more.
Yes.
Do you have an idea of what campaign you'll want to play in Guild Wars 1?
What do you mean?
So, when I buy it for you on Steam, it's only you get all 3 of the original campaigns.
Lloyd!
So what that means is Guild Wars was sold in 3 separate.
God damn it!
things.
Why are there so many of these fucking things in here?
I'm gonna start the tank because that
There
should
you
get
go.
us
I'm up here,
closer
I'm
to
up
Lee.
here.
Yeah, this should actually bring
Okay.
us to him.
Here we
Should
go.
it?
Drill dozer setting off.
Maybe.
Armor and Hearthstone.
Hold on.
Oh no, it won't.
Oh, get him. I got him. I'll just take it.
I think
Oh.
they mentioned before the mission started that there was an infestation of them, but I just didn't think there'd be that many.
Okay, I somehow forgot.
Oh, well.
Well, fuck. Damn it.
I wish you could actually stop the drill. Like, it'd be cool.
All right, we're gonna do this fast.
Well, we're both right here.
That's what I
think
mean. That's what I'm
rolled
saying. I'm just
into
doing it
the
fast.
Exploding thing.
Oh, that's exactly what you did, I think. Here, you
Yeah.
get him. I gotta go back to the drill so it doesn't break. This is already a risk.
Incoming swarm. Keep the dozer
Fuck.
safe.
It's on me nooks and
Perfect time, but I'm stuck in the goo.
it's hard to move.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Oh shit.
Oh, Lee got here like fucking Spider-Man. Wait.
Why? Why? And then Lee shoots me.
I'm not trying to shoot you.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Hey, your body's just larger than my bullet. Sorry. So, yeah, Guild Wars came out in 3 pieces. You got Guild Wars, the original game, the base game came out, which had what was called the Prophecies campaign. Then, the expansion Factions was released, but Guild Wars expansions were actually released as I've been taken!
Okay,
I got the other one before it
There's a lot
grabbed
of
us.
exploding plants as well. So it's probably
Keep your friends close.
But then when Factions came out, it was its own base game, but it released 2 new classes, an entirely new campaign, new PvP options, and
Worst enemy.
a bunch of new skills. Then they released the Nightfall campaign, which was similar, but it released the Dervish and the Paragon class, which the Dervish is a giant scythe-wielding champion. The Paragon uses shouts and thrown spear. The Assassin uses daggers from Factions, and the Ritualist summons spirits from the underworld. The Nightfall campaign is the final in the terms of story. And then Eye of the North was the first true expansion, which won't come with what you're getting, but if you end up liking it enough, we can get you Eye of the North. That being said, there are 3 campaigns to choose from and start from, because each campaign you can make a new character in, and they all have their own kind of early area.
Oh, there's a big boy over here.
Supply pod is inbound.
What's considered like an OP class
There's no OP class because of how it works is all classes can then duo class into the other classes. So if you're a
Well, there has to be
warrior,
some
you can play.
combo that's like,
But you can play all the combos. Because you're like, if you play a ranger, you can play a ranger monk, a ranger warrior, or a ranger assassin. You can switch at any time whenever you feel like it. Like you
well,
go to a town, you can be a
switch your
ranger assassin.
secondary class, right?
Yeah.
But you have to stay with your first.
It's not like you think, where my main, if I'm a ranger, I can set all my skills and all my abilities, and if I'm a ranger assassin, to be just assassin skills only. And just play as an assassin.
Wasn't there some combo that's like ridiculous?
No, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. Like my ranger can do a lot of the solo farms that like other solo farmers can do. I can just do different ones, and you also get 5 character slots to choose from, so you can play most of the champion or most of the classes.
Yeah, but there's always garbage builds and garbage classes.
On all of them, yeah. The thing is, you'll have to like actually experience the game to understand what we mean. It's not like Guild Wars 2 either, where like
You only get 8 skills on your bar, so there's not so much you can do.
only so much, but the combos are endless.
The drill dozer has broken through the outer shell. So
Like
far, so good.
my favorite way to play is there is a style of play in Guild Wars called the Minion Master, where you summon minions from dead enemies. And there's so many ways of playing that. So there's one where you can summon like a flesh golem and minions, or you can summon a bunch of small weak minions that you're hoping to have them die because you turn them into bombs. Or there's another minion master where you use a skill called Aura of the Lich that makes all the corpses near you turn into minions, and you can just mass summon all the time. Or if you like doing minions but you don't want to do like from corpses, you can play like the ritualist where you summon spirits from the underworld and they can heal, they can do damage. You can also play like a mage spiker with them. I don't know, there's so many options. Like if you want the like most common solo play, I would say probably the assassin. Or the Mesmer.
Yeah, I liked playing the Mesmer in Guild Wars 2.
It's very different than Guild Wars 2. But it does do the whole like you're like a debuffer. And then, let's see. Mesmer can be in any campaign then. So
Yeah,
then
I
it,
usually like playing a Mesmer or a dot class. I like dot classes.
if you want to do dots, then yeah, Mesmer's great. Some like a we'll have multiple Mesmers on our team.
Why is that?
But we were all planning on playing through factions again. We could also do prophecies.
Well, I'd want to look at the classes.
Oh, boy.
because- Hold on, I'm on it.
Contact. Swarm approaching the drill dozer. Hunker down and load up.
So I can tell you about each of the campaigns in terms of like what they're about without spoiling anything. Like prophecies is your typical fantasy MMO experience. Like you're gonna have the knights, you're gonna have the medieval setting, some desert, some jungle occasionally. Of course, you're gonna have mountains and dwarves, you know. Factions takes place in an ancient Asian continent that is being plagued with an ancient curse from an assassin who died but is coming back from the dead to cause a zombie outbreak. And there's two factions who hate each other. One has siege turtles, the other one has tree people.
Is there
And
only
then-
the one race?
You can only play humans. And then Nightfall takes place as almost like in tandem with Prophecies, where you go to the continent of Alona, and you are in more of like an African Mediterranean setting, like northern, like Egypt Mediterranean setting. And you get the Dervish and the Paragon. And you get heroes in this one, which are like henchmen, but they can be controlled in a very specific way.
I need the mule right here, right now.
And that one has one of the more in-depth campaigns, but
Whatever one's the closest to
Secured.
like a
Button on the mule
Karazhan
will
type
scan
vibe.
the drop pod.
where you the Karazhan?
Good work.
Yeah, or
Sending in the drop
Duskwood.
pod.
You know, where it's like gloomy.
Well, the best thing I would think is like maybe factions, because there's the Kurzik Woods, which is like an entire forest that has been turned to stone.
Is it like a haunted woods?
Yeah, it's called the Isle of Weeping Stone.
Has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So factions. That one is the one
I
where
wanted a
it
swoopy one.
starts out when that one has a zombie outbreak and a zombie apocalypse happening.
Oh shit.
So that's the one I thought you were gonna
Go,
pick,
Molly, go.
but also works out because Brett and I just made brand new characters for that. Brian was gonna join us and Clayton was gonna join us, so we'll have a
Wait,
full on.
isn't it I thought it's a 4-person game.
No, it's up to 8 people. The early, like the tutorial areas are normally 4 people, or like the early areas are 4, but it goes to 6 real fast, then 8, and in factions it goes to 8 incredibly fast. You do like one mission with 4 people, and then after that it's always 6, then 8.
Is it hard finding groups or is it pretty easy?
Well, there's already most of us, so
Well, no, I'm talking like if you guys were to peace out.
it's pretty hard, yeah. But that's what heroes and henchmen are for. They're in-game, like whatchamacallits.
Oh shit.
Oh hey,
The mule has docked. Initiating launch sequence.
we did it. Good job, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it out. It seems like it held up pretty good. I wish that there was like a mod pack or something that would update the res of the.
Oh, I should also say, Factions is the shortest of the campaigns too.
Like, what's considered short?
So Factions has 13 missions, Prophecies has 25, and I believe Nightfall has Does it say 13?
I have no idea.
No, I think Nightfall has closer to 20.
Yeah, but I'm
Factions
talking,
is the
how
shortest.
many
It's
hours
13
of
missions.
gameplay we talking?
Really depends.
Good job. Your mission.
Like, you'll have us, so it'll go by faster than normal. But
I'm gonna try to.
But when we play through like that, we like to play kind of in the how you would play for your first time, so we won't be like rushing you through. We'll be playing where we buy armor just like you are at different points in the game. Be getting skills from our skill trainers.
Yeah.
We don't like to go into our storage unless it's just to get a couple things that'll like.
You don't like min-maxing a 16-year-old game?
No. I like to play like I'm an old school, brand new character. But like right now where I'm like title farming on my monk, where yeah, I'm gonna throw all her heroes on there and just have them carry her through the game.
for me, starting in factions with any class would basically like starting all over anyways, because I haven't started many characters in factions.
Factions is my favorite campaign.
Yeah, so
Prophecies is really good, but I think Prophecies is the weakest. Which is, I mean, it's still good. I love Prophecies. It's just, it's of the three, I would say Factions, then Nightfall. Prophecies.
The thing the Prophecies has that I love is like kind of a more global ecosystem. Like they have a full continent, whereas like factions, you're mostly in cities, and they do have like a little foresty area and all that stuff, but the terrain kind of gets a little stale. Same with that.
Well, I mean, it turns into a sea.
Like, well, you're just in the desert always. It's like, oh, more desert. Whereas Prophecies have regions, you know.
yeah, I think if a game was to do deserts well, they would need to kind of capitalize on a lot of hidden things in the desert. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say actually adding things into the desert
Yeah,
There's a
you
lot
have
of
to-
things in the desert.
instead of
Yeah,
just
you'd
like
have
an
to like
empty fucking
stumble
wasteland.
upon things. That's what would make it fun, like randomly generated. You know,
Brian didn't
little
actually finish
instances.
Nightfall.
I need to finish Nightfall. You can just look at the map. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
it's a lot of like, yeah, Northern Africa, but there's so much more to it than just desert.
Like I played the desert in Prophecies. It's great.
Like, even on Sunspear Island, there's like lots of jungle portions and swamps.
I'm not saying there's not other stuff.
I'm
Okay,
saying,
what's
yeah,
your
it's-
guys' least favorite level? I guess I should call it, like environment.
Oh, pretty much like a quarter of Prophecies.
No. I'm talking any game. Like, is it for me? Okay, here's an example. For me, anytime a game adds a sewer level, I hate it. I've never played a sewer level that I've liked. So, and then another one is, I don't know why action RPGs always.
I
need to
don't
have a
like
desert.
anything that forces me to do stealth. I will scream.
It depends on the game for me.
If it forces
No, I'm
stealth,
talking
if it makes it
environment, like-
harder, yeah, if it's just a forced stealth environment where you have to do stealth.
Yeah,
Ruins the
it just
game.
depends on the game for me. But I
'Cause,
do
like, most
where
environments, I
most
don't
games
mind.
that let you have a choice.
I guess maybe like
Well, because like for me, action RPGs that have a desert is so annoying because it feels like almost like it's mandatory. Like, oh, Diablo 2 did it, so I guess we all need to do it.
I mean,
yeah, but Diablo 2's desert's so good. It has so I love
Yeah, but it has
Act
variety.
2.
That's the thing.
I
Is
was gonna
most
say,
people-
2's
most
such a good.
people don't do the desert well because it had the maggot layer, it had all this, it had more shit in it. Most people that do the desert levels like, oh, we'll just throw in a cave here and there.
I was gonna say with the stealth thing, if I will say if a game gives you the option between stealth and not, I will almost always go for not.
Mhm.
I
I don't mind
almost
if you
go
make the
wild
game
most of
harder.
the
I
time.
understand that I have chosen the shit
I don't
path.
care. Murder.
Yeah,
I like
but
games
murder.
that like Dishonored, for example, right? Like if you, it encourages, you can do either, right? However, if you choose the path of destruction, you like set off alarms. It's right. Oh no, I failed the mission. No, what it does is the boss person then goes into a more fortified section of XYZ place.
Yeah.
So I
Usually
like
for me,
that.
Usually for me, in that regard, more to kill. I like murder.
Yeah.
And
Which
like,
is fine. It's a way of playing.
Yeah.
I like when developers don't force you to play a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay, this game is technically stealth, but will allow you to play like almost like an action shooter. But when you do an action shooter, you're using up a lot of your limited ammo and like this, that, and the other.
Cheers, mate!
But I hate sewer levels. I don't think. Maybe you guys can think of a sewer level that was done well.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Turtles in Time.
Ninja Turtles,
Turtles in Time. Love that sewer level.
like the NES.
Yeah. Super Nintendo. But
What?
not- yeah.
You actually like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a beat 'em up game. It had.
Yeah, it's also
Oh,
it just
I'm thinking of a different thing.
This rock is gonna be the death of us.
You're riding on like a
Okay.
surfboard in the
give
sewer.
Me, give me
It's
a
fucking
second
sick.
one that's not, because that was awful.
You're just mad that I picked a good one.
No, it's
Good
not
example
a good one.
equals
It's not a
awful.
good one, but it's iconic.
It's a good one.
That is a
It's
very
great
iconic one, but I'll
It's
give you
iconic.
an.
I'm giving it iconic pass because I knew exactly. I'm pretty sure I know
It's a
exactly. what you're
popular
talking
game. That means it gets a pass.
about. No, it's kind of like Diablo 2, how it did a lot of things, so it gets a lot of passes, right?
There are games
No, I'm
that
trying to. I'm
I
trying.
love
Yeah.
that I still think there are bad elements to, and I will judge
See, what's
for
a
the
sewer game that I like? Because I know there's other ones that I like.
Because,
Sewer.
like, for example, there's the sewers of Diablo 2. There's the sewers in
If we're talking like the
that
sewers in
Iron Man
Act 3, is that what we're talking about, or like?
nah, sewers in Act 2, where you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
kill.
To be
But-
completely honest, I can't really think of a particular game
Can't even think of the sewer.
Yeah,
Like I'm trying to think of
has, like-
sewers. Yeah, like Somebody-
long enough.
Give me
sewer
examples.
Another one is
section.
Dead Island. Dead Island had a sewer level.
never played through all the Dead Island.
Um,
I can.
Last
All I
of
can
Us,
say is
or
Dead
not Last
Island.
of Us,
Wait.
Um,
Yeah, no, there wasn't. any
Outlast.
Last of Us. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Well, Outlast is a bad game, so that doesn't count. You can't just give me a bad game and say this is a bad sewer
just
level
giving
because
you
the
three.
game
I'm
it's
trying to come
no.
up with
That's
them
just
as they
that.
go.
But it's like that's a bad game, and you're giving me a bad game as like
I'm trying to give you.
because
as they
all
go.
the levels are generically exactly the same. There's no difference in any of them. Fight me. Outlast is garbage.
I am not passionate about Outlast.
Like in terms of like gameplay, Outlast is
I
bad.
enjoyed it, but I mean, I can see why people don't.
After you play
There's-
one level, you don't need to ever
There's-
play the game again because you've
there's so
played
many,
every
like,
other level.
There's so
Just
many
watch
areas in
the
that
story.
game that there's so many areas in that game where it gets to the point where it's like, where do I go?
As you can tell, I'm very passionate about my hate for Outlast. And I
No,
beat that game
I
with
can
Elijah while
understand.
playing with one hand.
I can understand why you wouldn't
Did you?
like that game.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's things I don't like about it either.
Elijah and I
Why?
beat that game where he used the mouse and I used the keyboard. Or no, he used the keyboard, I used
Why?
the mouse. Why? Because we wanted to see if we could do it, and we beat the game.
Was it first time through?
My first time through.
I remember because you guys tried to open the door and it was locked, but it
Yeah.
wasn't really because your
So
character
like,
moved
yeah,
the
your
door
character
anyway.
would like open the door completely, like all the way open, and be like, "It's locked." And you're like, I don't think you understand what locked means.
It was supposed to like jiggle in place.
But he like opened it forward and backward, like it was just. Like, I don't.
It was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Man, I remember
There was
that.
also a moment where him and I had partaked in the marijuanas, and there was a mouse on the screen, like on screen, but we were green screened, and I thought it was the lamplight, and I kept trying to like, and I kept trying to move it, and I just stop, and Elijah looks over, and I go, "It's the mouse," and we both just cackle, laugh at ourselves for being so
I got
stupid.
like a little leg.
Oh yeah, you gotta bring it to the mule over here.
Or where?
Oh, I remember that.
Download it. Scanner.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
One thing I hate in games is when they force you to stop playing your character and play something else.
Oh yeah, like for like a flashback or something.
Oh, like forced perspective change, yeah.
Resident Evil type
Oh,
shit.
you want to know what the
where-
worst? Kingdom Hearts. No.
I'll play as that stupid frog king.
Nothing is as bad as Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which had a timer which would force you to switch to another character's perspective while you were in the middle of combat sometimes.
That'd be annoying.
It was so annoying, and they were like, "This is gonna be revolutionary," and everyone was like, "This is fucking irritating."
Terrible. I hate it.
only time I can think of a time that I even tolerated it was Grand Theft Auto 5. Because they would do that sometimes. Because you're technically like,
Yeah, I feel like if the story merits all of them intertwining, though, I think it's well
yeah,
done.
I
'Cause,
think
like, I have to-
Ciri in The Witcher. I think that was okay because it didn't happen very often, and she was actually pretty fun to play as.
And
yeah, it was.
I
like,
also
it
have
was
to disagree
pretty
with.
well incorporated into the game because it's like, oh, we're hunting down Ciri. Here's
Yeah.
what's this Ciri's track, and then it flashbacks to what Ciri was doing. Like
yeah.
it made sense, and
Yeah.
it was super short.
I will say though, like I disagree with Brian a little bit on Final Fantasy IX. I like all the switches because it reminds me when you're reading a book and you get like right to a little juicy bit, and they're like, ah, no, I'm gonna make you wait. And they,
Dude, I hate that. I
See,
hate
I
joining
kinda like
characters
that.
that I give zero shits about.
I don't
that's not
mind.
like I didn't like when it's like, oh, now you just have to play as the king who's a frog, and you play this little like cat and mouse game.
Oh, see, I like that. That to me is like the chapters in Stormlight Archive that are like the interlude, where it's like you're not probably ever gonna see this character again, but it's gonna give you a tiny little world building moment, and you get to enjoy that. I like those. That's why I'm saying I disagree, but I also understand why people might not like it. I love it.
I did like in Final Fantasy IX when it like made you play with Beatrix for a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. 'cause
Fucking
Beatrix is
love
badass.
Beatrix. Her and Steiner. That
all
is
of
the
time I
ultimate
played
ship.
that- The only other time I hated the force party in Final Fantasy IX is when you had to go and fight the like elemental god people, and you're stuck with Quina and Zidane as your pair.
Oh, I
And
love
I
it.
had not leveled up Quina at all.
Oh, I always use Quina. I like Quina.
Oh, no.
I make sure to get her blue magic early.
I always use Quina too, but this playthrough I wanted not to use Quina.
Hmm.
It was one of those, and someone forced me into that fight, and Quina was like level 12.
It's okay. Zidane can pretty much solo the game if you build him right.
I was, it is not, and it was my phone, so it auto-saved.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't like go back and adjust my, you know, whatever I had equipped, all my skills and crap, my passive abilities and all that. I was just stuck with it. I was like, wow, I'm screwed. Quina has no healing. Zidane does not have the right things equipped to fight this guy. I had to start over. It was so frustrating.
Get soft locked.
I got soft locked. It was a pain in the ass. I was like, wow, that sucks.
That's old school JRPGs for you, though. That
Hold
just
on, I'm gonna
happened.
look up sewer levels. Sewer.
Right in the middle of a horde.
Sewer
Come
levels.
on, sewer level.
I could see Resident Evil, but I don't like Resident Evil games, so I would never be in that situation. But Resident Evil games also feel like they would thrive on that being a great environment for them.
I mean, yeah, there was.
And they like
think
have to
there's one.
include them.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Never played it.
I didn't either. I've never played Final Fantasy VII.
I haven't played the. I played the original, didn't like it.
Apparently, there's the sewer level there.
Apparently there is. If Brett or Clay was here, they could tell us. They've played it. They liked it.
Apparently, there's the Rataways in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I guess in like Oblivion and Skyrim, there's like sewers, but they don't really
Stuck.
matter. Yeah.
They're just
Oblivion
another
sewers are
dungeon.
actually horrible, yeah. Like I don't like Oblivion sewers, and I love Oblivion.
Oh.
They're a fucking maze and annoying to get through.
He's on your side. Tim.
Exactly. Nobody likes fucking sewer levels.
I'm gonna
not
throw
saying
something.
that they're
Putting 'em
all
in there.
bad, but
I'm gonna
they're
throw
for
something
keep
out
living
there.
Putting 'em in
for
there.
sure,
I'm
like-
gonna throw something out there. I like the sewers in Bloodborne. I remember
I feel
them.
like
I actually
that's
do
probably
like
right.
them.
Bloodborne?
The sewers in Bloodborne actually fit the aesthetic super well, and that's where you get to fist the piggy.
Oh yeah.
But it also has one of the like fun I shouldn't say fun. It's not
Okay.
fun. One of the sad conclusions to a storyline
Okay, I stumbled upon this.
that you find ripping
why
it out
does
of
every
the
game
pig's
have a sewer
asshole.
level, right? And so it's like, I
Not
think this
every game has a
guy's
sewer
asking
level,
the- No, it's okay. Lee, calm the fuck down, man.
Calm down,
Let me
literal.
finish.
Calm the fuck down.
Lee,
Literally
it's supposed to-
looks up
Lee.
sewer levels right in the middle of a
Stop
fucking
being,
horde.
stop
Lee.
being dramatic, hysterical even. I mean,
Come on, Lee. He just wants to know why.
manic.
Why every single game ever created, ever literally 100% of the time has a sewer level.
Well, first of all, I was reading
Always.
this one guy. I was reading
Thank
the title
you.
of this.
Thank
saying,
you, Lee.
why
I'm so
sewer
happy you're
why-
doing this.
Either way, someone asked why developers keep doing this, right? Because they're pretty annoying. I don't think that many people like sewer levels compared to like all the other environments. Because think about it. Look at your favorite game in look at Bloodborne, right?
Yes.
Is your favorite part of
perfect.
it the sewers?
My favorite part of the sewers? No, but my favorite
Okay,
part of
in
it's
Dark
probably
Souls
not.
1, in Dark Souls 1, was going in the sewers fun?
It was okay.
Yeah, but was it your favorite part of the game?
I don't think it's anyone's favorite part of the game. In
Exactly.
Any sewer level, I don't think.
Exactly. So
I'm
it's
not
like,
saying
why...
they're all bad.
Well, I'm trying to think of like, is there a sewer that I would say my favorite part? Now I have to think about that because that's a different question. You said, is there a sewer level? No, the first question you asked though when we started this was, are there
No, I'm
sewer
switching it up
sewer
because I'm
levels
gonna
that you
continue-
like?
I'm gonna
Now,
continue this thought.
yes, but
because
now I have
I'm
to
bringing that
change
up.
my answer and I have to think about a new answer. So you have to give me a little bit of time to at least think about
Well,
like
that
a
was
sewer
only a
level. that I
short
like.
little thing because
Yeah.
where I was going with this.
There's no
is-
game where a sewer level is your favorite.
That's what. No, I said I need a minute because I bet I can think of one.
No, where I'm trying to get with this is someone asked this question, and then I piggyback off of that, and then I'm bringing it back to where why do developers do this? Apparently, they're cheap to make because you don't need to make an open environment. You make a very closed space, so it's cheap to make. You can make it as big or as small as you want without that much overhead. It's kind of interesting when you put it like that.
You can do that with a cave though too.
Yeah, but not every game.
But I
can have a
like
cave, right?
caves.
Everything can have a sewer. Not everything can have a cave.
Because, like, I can tell you my favorite part of that one game where all the teenagers are up in the cabins in the snowy winter. My favorite part was when you go through the caves.
Is that visual novel or?
Yeah, it was really fun.
I've never played it. Was it the monster one?
Yeah, the Wendigo one. Because it had Wendigos. That's why I was really interested in it. Because I love the Wendigo. Skinwalkers are like one of my favorite cryptids. Because they're so useful in like fiction. Because they can look like people and mimic human sounds.
I'm trying to think if there's a game that I liked the cave as my favorite aspect of it.
Because the cave had the most Chadley character as the main protagonist. Which was the football jock.
I don't think I liked him in the cave.
And he had the
either.
pet
going to the
dog.
castle
And you get a
was
pet
fun,
dog
like-
and you save Jessica.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them
I guess you could call this a cave, right?
Increase in hostiles.
Catacombs, Tony.
Yeah.
Catacombs.
Or wait.
Catacombs are different. Catacombs are like
Basically a sewer.
no. Catacombs are different because catacombs are normally depicted as like crypts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're small confined spaces that can go on and on.
Oh no, I know, but I'm guessing sewers also come pre-built into a lot of engines, so they're cheap to make because you don't have to render anything new in the engine.
All I'm saying is caves, sewers, crypts.
Yeah.
They're all the same thing. They're just overscanned.
Maybe that's just why if it doesn't have a sewer, it has a cave system or it has a crypt.
Exactly. Yep. That's why Tony doesn't like any of them.
But I like some of them.
Well, no, it's just if you think about it, like, okay, there's no distinguishing features in it, right? You're just walking down this giant hall of undistinguishable
Honestly,
features.
I will say Dark Souls 1 sewers actually might be one of my favorite parts of the game. Now that I think about it, and I'm not even.
Oh my god.
The only reason why, because it has one of the most refreshing bosses in the entire fantasy genre, which is a dragon with a giant vagina mouth, and the weird ass chameleon things that turn the basilisks that look like these weird chameleon toad
Wait,
boys.
Can you consider that a
and the-
sewer though?
That is
Yeah.
the sewers. That's the sewers in Dark Souls.
It's beneath the city.
Yeah.
The thing about the Dark Souls sewers though is that they're so big. Like no sewers like legitimately that
And it has a
big.
slide too.
All sewers are.
It's
like,
got a
in games are
slide and
kind
it's
of
got-
overly big.
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
say the poison whatever area isn't fun in Dark Souls. But
Blight
that
Town?
None of the poison
Blight
areas are
Town,
fun
but
in Dark
that's
Souls.
not the sewers. That's Blight Town. The sewers is when you fight the gaping dragon, and I do like the gaping. It's actually one of my favorite bosses.
Gaping Dragon's pretty cool.
And
It's everyone knows the gaping. If you heard of Dark Souls 1, you know the gaping.
But I mean,
dragon,
like,
'cause-
I love that reveal where it's like a tiny little gator mouth, and you're like, all right, let's
Yeah.
see what the, and then just this behemoth
Fucking
maw
massive,
comes out. You're like, all
fucking
right,
Lovecraftian dragon.
well, I guess this is what we're fighting: is a giant vagina dragon with teeth. The movie Teeth has come alive.
I feel like from here, you're like expecting a sewer level to enjoy a little bit. Like, it's a fucking sewer. Like, go walk through a sewer and tell me you have a good time. Like,
Well, no, okay. So the whole point of the game is to have like
it's not actually
fun,
the most
right?
enjoyable game.
The whole point of a game is to have fun. And if you're gonna make a sewer level, if you're gonna make someone go into a sewer, you should make it fun.
Yeah. Like
sewer's
fighting
okay in
gators.
Dark
I want
Souls.
to. Yeah, the sewers
Like,
in Dark Souls I
not
enjoy.
terrible. It's actually not like bad.
I-
There's a couple of sections where it's like if you fall down a hole, it's like, well, I gotta go all the way fucking back around.
If it wasn't for Anor Londo, the sewers might be my favorite in Dark Souls 1. But Anor Londo is too cool.
Yeah, I agree.
The White Castle, and then when you get to make it dark and fight.
I feel like a lot of horror games have sewer levels. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but
God, sewers are great places.
not a real sewer.
Good
Like a
place to
real
hide a
sewer is
little
not
Real
really
sewers are.
that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
and
mean,
it's probably not that fun though
I
either.
would
It's
be
probably
more
just
scared like of a cave than I
Pod
would of
leaving
a
in 30
sewer.
seconds.
A real sewer is
Where?
like dark
Right now, we're leaving.
in there.
Where you
It's terrible.
Yeah, it smells terrible, but it's confined, right? Like a person coming sprinting at you, there's like you're not like surrounded.
You
by
guys
all
right
this,
here?
Like
Yes,
Oh,
the
are
pod
you
we're
leaving?
in.
Oh, okay.
We almost did it again. We just stayed.
About like
We're just too wrapped up in the conversations. Look, all I'm saying is everyone's gonna
looking
have
up-
a different opinion on like what they like in a game too, and what
Yeah,
stuck
but I'm
out to
saying-
them based on
I
like
think
what they were
sewers
doing at
is
that
a
time.
Pretty, I think sewers
right,
is
I
a
think-
pretty.
wrap
How-
back.
like,
Everyone, we'll have a
No one's
different
gonna
game.
like a sewer, man. No one's.
You and me both enjoy very different games. We know a game we both enjoy for vastly different reasons. Fucking Guild Wars. Tony, goddammit, play Guild Wars. It's so good.
Wars is
I
great.
never said I wouldn't.
Good play. You know, we're gonna play through factions because it's the shortest. That's the other thing. And it has 13 missions, but you
I
only
don't
have.
know if I want to pay $30 though for a 16-year-old game.
I'll chip in. I'll give you
Oh,
a
it's
Oh, Silent Hills had a sewer level. Oh yeah, it did. I remember now.
Silent Hill. I never played Silent Hill. I want to play the Silent Hill games. I don't
did
want to
that-
play
I did
Resident
that.
Evil, but I want to play Silent Hill because Resident Evil to me is after just seeing where it goes later in the series, I'm just like I don't care. But with Silent Hill, it's got some of the creepiest shit. Like I don't know where it goes later,
You know what? I
but
stand
Pyramid Head
corrected.
is
There
still one of the
is-
coolest.
Boys,
There
come
is
drink
one
your
sewer
drinks.
level I like.
It's useful.
Oh
Crash Team
shit!
Racing.
Crash Team it happened. Look, he found one.
I
Drinking my
found
drink.
it. It's not my favorite level because I like
Oh.
the castle one better.
Wow, shit.
but-
Well, yeah, it's because castles are awesome. That's the thing. That's the same reason I don't like the sewer more in Dark Souls is because the castle level's awesome. Because, like, honestly, one of the worst parts of Dark Souls, it's not
Banjo-Kazooie
Blighttown.
one?
It's Sen's Fortress.
When I first played Dark Souls, I stopped playing the game for a while because of Sen's Fortress.
Like, Sen's Fortress, I think, is one of
It's
the
actually-
I
biggest.
don't remember that one.
It's
What's
terrible.
Sen's Fortress
It's
again?
all the snake dudes, and it's the like
It's
stupid
the
jumping puzzles,
worst-
and
worst
yeah.
area in the game.
And if
Wait,
you
is that the
don't,
one
with all
that
the
has, like,
boulders are falling
quicksand?
on you. No, it's all the boulders get pulled down
And
on
the
you.
fucking axe traps that
Yeah.
swing back and forth. And if
It-
you fucking get hit by them, you just fall and die, and you have to restart.
Oh yeah. I remember where the people would like latch onto you and like get you poisoned, right?
No. That's
No.
different.
You might be thinking of Dark Souls 2.
Come on, guys.
That
Yeah,
might be.
yeah. In this, it's. Oh, hey, come drink your drink,
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, go drink it. It's important, actually. It
I don't
gives us
trust you.
it gives us more rewards. You.
No, it
fucking
is good. Yeah, I drank mine already. This is a good one.
I swear to God, I will leave.
It's not bad.
I will leave.
But yeah, Sense Fortress is one of the more irritating parts of the game. And then
Thrusters do not mix.
Come on, you lazy bastards. We've
got Alright.
something to do.
I think
Get as
so.
much
We were talking
gold
about areas, right? When you were asking about areas, so I'll give you an actual area in which I hate the most: lava areas, or areas in which you have heat damage, where you have to like only be in the area for so long because
So
you'll take
I think
damage.
that we should combine heat and frost. 'cause
Yeah, or,
can
well, I
think
guess
of
like
more
any
areas
area
I
that
hate
causes damage over
Yeah.
time to be in, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan
Well,
of it, but
it depends if it's a
understand if the
survival
mechanic
game.
is good, but I just
Yeah, if it's a
don't
survival
like
game,
it.
I kind of get it, but
Well, the game has quite a few spots
Like
that
I will say like something like Dead Space when you're outside
Oh yeah,
and
that's
have
like
an
a
air
timer.
tank, that
Yeah,
I understand.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's not what
Yeah.
I mean.
And they give you more than enough time.
Oh yeah, and you
Oh,
can get extra air
okay, hold
tanks.
on. I just gotta bring this up real quick before I forget because my brain is all over the place. I hate games that are like heavily. No, I hate games. That are,
I
like,
know.
heavily
I'm
involved in,
definitely
like,
gonna edit that
exploration.
out
No,
of
like,
context though, because you had the perfect pause that I can edit that now. What the fuck happened here?
Dude, okay, like, games that are like surrounded by like, hey, you need to explore, find all these cool things, and then they add like a fucking mechanic such as like oxygen or like the cold mechanic that makes it so you have to like rush and skip everything. I hate it so much.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's like
because you
this
want to.
game's like-
It's like a game that's meant to explore, but they're gonna force you to explore later.
Or
Well, not even
limited.
later. It's like, oh, you have to hurry through this because you only have oxygen. So like this underwater level, let's just say it's an underwater. Actually, a underwater level is actually also controversial.
No, I was
Unless-
gonna say, in my personal opinion, I don't like what the fuck's that one really popular underwater game?
Subnautica.
Subnautica. I don't like the air in that game. I think it's way too limited.
I have it on Switch, and I was gonna try it out because it was like $20.
You can get upgrades for it, and it lasts longer, but it's just so limited. I hate
Oh,
it.
Tony, it's to the right. It's over here. I went the wrong way.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
It just went the wrong. I was like digging up into nothing.
Definitely
Dude,
not
Crash Team
made
Racing
for
was a
walking.
good game. I love that.
I never played Crash.
Oh,
Team.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
I liked it more than.
I was a
God,
Mario
this is gonna
Kart
get me-
person.
Yeah, this is gonna get me killed. I liked it more than Mario Kart.
No, that's fair. I
You
think the
can like
best.
a game more than another game.
Honestly,
Not Mario
best
Kart,
racing
man.
game?
Not
Brian?
Mario Kart.
Brian, back me up. Diddy Kong Racing.
No.
I played that, but
Road
I
Rash.
can't
Road
remember.
Rash.
Diddy Kong Racing had the planes and the hovercraft and like
Yeah, I remember.
it had some of the coolest stuff. It was Conker's first
name
game
Yeah, yeah.
before he became a filthy filthy squirrel.
I can't carry anymore.
You really did.
I feel like underwater levels also kind of controversial now that I think about it. I don't know which ones. If I had a game that I would be able to delete every water or sewer level, I don't know which one I'd pick, to be honest, because I do hate underwater levels too.
It really, yeah, I don't know. That's a
Because
big
the
question.
underwater levels, you like lose control of your character to some extent. Why is Molly taking so long? Like, what the hell?
Do you?
I don't know.
But if you look at like Mario levels, like does anyone like the water worlds in Mario?
I think Dire Docks is okay in 64 because there's not that much water.
Because I remember the Super Nintendo one, or was it Super Nintendo? It would be so slow.
I used to them okay in 64. The controls are still weird, but
Okay,
it's
now
okay.
I'm gonna mix it up again. Let's go on a positive note. Is there any level that is pretty much added in as a fuck, man? This will get everyone hooked.
What you mean, like a level in a game that you
Like an
you
environment,
really
like
enjoy?
oh, if we throw this in, like no one's gonna hate it.
Forest.
You think forest?
Yeah, people like snowy forests a lot. if it's like a snowy environment.
Yeah.
Snowy and foresty.
Snowy Forest Mountain. That's probably gonna get you a.
I was gonna say, kind of Victorian-esque slash castle environments.
I mean,
think
I'm
most
into
people
that
love
because
so.
Bloodborne fills every checkbox on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some type of epic housing or house. Usually people like love walking into because you have like grand doors, right? The second you
Mhm.
open up a fucking grand door and you see this crazy shit in there.
You could say like Guild Wars or not Guild Wars, Dark Souls or any of the Souls series or FromSoft games with big doors getting pushed open into a
Yeah.
huge hall. Yeah, they just know that's gonna be like, yeah, people gonna like that.
Well,
Right.
even like if you pick like Dishonored or something like that, where you have like these mansions and stuff that you're like crawling
yeah.
through.
Dishonored looks sick.
Dishonored is actually one of my favorite games, just
Still
because.
sad that halfway through my game file got corrupted and save got deleted.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What's another game that had like epic castles slash buildings? Because Dark Souls or the Soul series is like iconic for that type of stuff, where you just like walk into somewhere.
I mean, certain areas in Elder Scrolls games kind of do it.
Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls. That's a good one where you
the
like go into.
the dwarf dungeons are pretty convoluted a lot of the times and have like advanced technology that's not
Well, I would
normally
say-
in the universe.
Even raiding like camps and stuff is fun in Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls, Elder Scrolls. Like that was actually one of my favorite things, is where you're like, going into like these bandit fortresses, I guess you'd say. Oh, especially
I don't
Dragon
think
Age
there's any
Origins.
Morkite in here.
Dragon Age Origins.
I haven't found
had
any
really cool
Morkite.
ones.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
The
in
hell?
here.
Flares recharging.
This guy just popped out in front of me.
Let's just go to the next room. I don't think there's any.
I mean, shit. Sir.
Got the menace.
Where's the?
Next room.
Is it around here? No.
So
I think it's over here, isn't it?
probably over this way.
Yeah. I'm telling you though, a game developer, all they need to do is throw in like a Castlevania type environment.
Or roll.
Oh yeah, dodge roll with iframes.
Yeah.
They're gonna like that.
No,
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Seriously.
no.
Everyone
into
loves
that.
Soul. It's such a thing. I actually want to try that game that
Is it here?
Pineapple just Astargios.
Yeah, I saw that,
Astargios.
actually.
That one
That
looks
looked
so
neat.
cool.
It did look cool.
It's got
yeah,
like
I
that
agree.
Pixar aesthetic, but
Up here. It's here.
it's like a mix of God of War and Souls. I would say is the best way to
I
like
hate-
describe the combat.
I hate the whole messing with the frames and dodging and stuff, where you just dump everything into decks and shit.
I mean,
No, I'm talking just like a base iframe dodge roll
Yeah,
where you don't
just-
increase
oh,
it.
yeah,
You
fucking
just
like-
have like a dodge roll that
Oh.
works, and you just learn
Okay,
how to
yeah.
use it. Like in Hades.
Yeah, no, that's
Like when they
fine.
put it in
I thought you were
Hades, everyone was
talking-
like, "I like that. I like the feel of that. Leave that in."
Yeah, I thought you were talking
change
like
it.
Dark Souls, where you can put more into decks and you can make your window greater. So
Oh
like,
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple of features like
Yeah,
that.
there's some things like that where
I
and
prefer the
people
Hades.
still.
Yeah, if we're talking Hades, yeah.
Yeah, no, Hades still is my
What
my
I
number one
actually
game.
like, what I actually like more than
next to
iframes
Bloodborne.
is in Monster Hunter Rise, I have it so that I just roll extremely far, and it's hilarious because I could just fucking roll away from anything. And
Oh, in
so
Monster Hunter?
I don't have more iframes. I just roll really fucking far away.
I actually do have more iframes in Monster Hunter because bubble armor gives you more iframes.
Why does it keep saying I'm full? I just dumped everything. No, Molly. sit
I
down.
need Molly.
Are you
Hold on,
are
though.
you mining gold?
I'm
Yeah.
mining more kite.
Yeah, we get more gold from
okay.
sources. That's
Okay,
why
I was
you're
about to say
building
I'm
up
getting
faster.
filled up like every second.
Yeah, we just get a fuck ton of gold in this.
I caught the molly.
More kite.
Oh, here's some. I would
yeah.
say okay, yeah, dodging mechanics I do like. I just hate when
I like when
they
it's a
build
flat rate.
bosses around
Unless
bosses around
or-
the dodges.
Mhm.
I hate that. Like I know everyone likes Dark Souls, blah 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 blah, but there's some cheap bosses in a lot of those games.
I mean, Dark Souls doesn't do it that like.
No, no, no.
like,
I still think
super, like.
if we're talking dodges, I think Hades is better than a lot of games. There's
Yeah,
a-
Hades
there's
is
some-
good.
like-
I'm trying to think because Hades is not like original. I'm trying to think of who it copies off of.
It doesn't
I mean, it's
really.
isometric
think it's
top-down,
pretty unique, yeah.
Like, I would say.
Yeah, but the
well,
dodging
yeah, no.
mechanic in that style of game, I can't remember because it's not an original concept of that type of.
Oh
dodging
yes, someone
mechanic.
else did that first for sure. Like
I
Wizard
can't-
of
I can't
Legend
remember
did
who it
that.
was. Who was it?
Wizard of Legend had that, I know for sure, before
Did it?
Hades. Yeah. Because I played the fuck out of that game. I like completely completed that one,
Yeah, I remember you playing that.
and it had a dodge dash.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, like the dodge dash.
Mhm.
I do hate when games don't have a dodge in it because it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's almost like it's expected now. It's like it's a mechanic that we like. Just all as a group,
Yeah.
Picked up some tremors on the
and like
It's kind of like when Dark Souls didn't have a block. I was like, no. Like, I mean, you get used to it. It's just one of those things where you're like, really? Huh.
what do you mean?
What?
Or not Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
Oh, gotcha.
I know
yeah.
it's they were designing it
I mean,
for
there
that
was a
reason.
shield.
Yeah, but it's
Bloodborne.
garbage.
Yeah,
It is
you didn't
garbage.
you didn't want to use it at all,
No.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people did use it for like specific scenarios, but yeah, it was garbage.
Holy shit.
You were more likely gonna
What
use
the
like
fuck?
the.
I didn't realize these guys could even show up on
Oh, this is-
anything other than the
Oh boy.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I threw some TNT.
Okay, hold on. I can't get to you.
I did
'cause
not
they're-
realize everything was gonna blow up.
I didn't know bosses could show up on some mission.
That's pretty
Yeah, I
crazy.
didn't know either.
That's
I thought
actually
you
kind
guys
of cool.
activated
To be honest.
something.
I think that's neat.
I think you guys activated something.
No, I think they just showed up. To be honest.
But yeah, Hades. I would say Hades.
It's one of my favorite games,
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty.
and I like the developers more than I like the developers of Risk of Rain 2. Just because Risk of
Oh,
Rain
wait,
2
no.
has done nothing for their console versions,
I guess.
and they're
yeah,
working
that's
on a
fair.
new project now. And I've just kind of been like, "Yep, there we go."
DLC.
Yeah,
Has Hades really been doing anything? I don't know the developers for Hades.
I mean, they have cross.
they've been-
actually really good.
yeah.
Well, no,
and
I mean, are they working on additional content?
I don't think so. I think
kinda
it's
like
done.
when developers do
Yeah.
that, where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, it's the end of the game.
Yeah, I think they're working on a new game. It's what is it, like Super Giant Games or something? The ones who made Bastion and
Well, they made Bastion.
yeah,
Wow.
they're not like a
That
tiny
was an
indie
old
developer.
game.
They've got money and experience.
Because Bastion was the platformer, right?
No, it had that. It also had that like dodge roll kind of mechanic,
Bastion?
and yeah,
Wasn't it a 2D platformer?
no, it's an isometric top-down action.
It was very.
game.
It was actually very similar.
Similar to Hades, you could see like the
Yeah.
inspiration where Hades gets a lot of its.
What am I thinking of? Could be anything.
I'm not sure.
It's the one where you could like time stop, like you can
Oh,
read
Braid.
Your... Oh, I'm thinking of Braid. Okay.
Yeah, different game. It came out around the same time. It was during that big
Whoa.
like indie
Holy shit,
time
okay.
where, yeah, Risk of Rain came out. Risk of Rain 1 is still one of the best games.
It's real good.
And then I still love Risk of Rain 2. The reason I hold Hades in such high esteem, I also really like the
The
developers.
graphics
Like
are
when
incredible.
people started speedrunning, they were super encouraging and didn't want to nerf items to ruin speedruns. They
Well,
wanted to
also the fact
encourage it.
that, because Hades himself, right? You can just get within his little sphere, or whatever you want to call it, and like dodge half of his shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely gets harder the deeper you go with making the game, because you can increase the difficulty of the game as much as you want to.
Well, I'm just saying I'm glad that they didn't fix that, where you could still abuse that type of
Oh yeah,
method. I hate when like you find like a good methodology and then they're like, nah, we want you guys to do it a different way. It's like,
Yeah.
bye.
Don't be mad. You didn't think about this, and everyone figured it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a good example is
Diablo 2 developers
so,
did that too, where they were like, "We're not gonna touch anything."
No, Ultra Kill. I don't know. You've probably heard of it, Cody, because I've played it with you. Or I've played it in Discord, maybe. But it's like a first-person shooter, like fast-paced. It's kind of like it has like a style meter. It's kind of like if fucking Devil May Cry was a shooter. Like you can do some wacky shit in that game.
Sorry.
Like you fucking
Wait,
flip a
what's the
coin.
name?
You flip a coin, shoot the coin, and the bullet just bounces off into an
I see
enemy's hand.
some.
It's called
What's the name of the game?
It's called-
the ones I was putting a platform to. I see some as I'm putting a
Yeah.
platform under it.
It's called Ultra
Good job,
Kill.
me. Bullet kill?
Ultra Kill.
Ultra
Oh.
kill. Oh, I saw
Yeah.
Code Vein was also like 90% off right now.
The developer of that game, they've been pretty alright with like how people have done some like wacky shit in that game. Like you can like bounce off a wall and then jump once you land, if you jump off the wall just right and land, you just can fucking skyrocket into the air. But there's one thing that a lot of people don't like because they decided. So there's a grapple hook in the game, and it makes like getting around just that much easier and fighting enemies just that much easier once you get it.
Yeah.
So the developer just made it so that you take a bit of damage whenever you grapple into an enemy, and everybody was just like, "Why'd you do that?"
I
just
get why they
why.
have to balance some stuff. I mean, I kind of
A
get
game
it.
based on creativity and how you play the game and style, and they hindered how you play the game and the style.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's always dumb, especially if it's kind of meant for that.
The better you play, the more style you have, and the more likely you are to survive a situation.
No.
But
There's no
let's
more
just hinder that. I don't agree with it personally.
Oh.
I don't use the grapple for that reason.
Speaking of shitty developers,
They're
Did
not
you
a
guys-
shitty developer, by the way. I
no,
actually
but
really
I'm
like the
talking
game.
like just screwing over their community, right? Do you guys remember Game Developer Tycoon? Did you guys ever play it?
I've heard of it.
No.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
It's a game where you make your little simulator developer company, and you make games, and then you get ratings, and then you get money. You know, just standard
Upgrade and
bullshit.
stuff. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it. I've just never played
Okay.
it.
So people are like, hey, can you add something so we can like mod and stuff? Because you know, in a tycoon game where it's like casual, like why wouldn't you add the functionality to like make mods and so people can do stuff? They're like, no, we don't want our game modded. And it's like, what?
Oh man, I could get into a whole thing about modding.
It's like, why? Modding is what extends most people, like most games, like. Because
Oh,
the,
man.
the main
Oh, yeah.
reason like a lot of games are like abandoned is because they don't have
Third
like a
was
modded.
the next area to
community.
go.
Oh yeah, where is it?
It's up here with me. Oh, I could get into a whole spiel about modding and developers not liking modding. I think I've talked about it probably with VR chat
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with you guys and how
Yeah,
the
I don't know if
devs,
that ever got any better.
No, it didn't. They still have their anti-cheat in the game, which,
here it
by the way, did not help really at all. There's still the people that do bad shit, which
I
is
did not
reason to
realize
have
that
it.
there was actual games in there. I'm not gonna lie. I know we've been over this, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
still boggles my mind.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
it's really funny because they took years to implement features into the game, and you know, and then as soon as they ban mods, and everybody starts bitching at them,
What the hell
they
is
start
this?
implementing features that they had planned years, all at
Ah.
once. So it's like, huh? And there are also features that were so similar to like what mods were that a lot of people think that they just borrowed some of the source code from the mods.
Well, did you guys see? I
Ooh,
think Blizzard. I
that's-
can't remember. I can't remember what.
That's no
Blizzard,
bueno.
Yeah,
I can't
they
remember-
think. People don't actually know for sure, but they're pretty similar.
I can't remember what it was for Blizzard. I don't know. What did they come out with? It was one of their games. Maybe it was Warcraft 3 Reforged, where they added a thing saying that they own the right to anything you make because of like you remember Dota, right?
Yeah, I think Bethesda did that too.
Did they?
Yeah, where it's like we can just use your mod officially whenever we want.
Well, no, they can like make it so. Is that what it was? It was
Pretty
something to
much.
like. It was something to prevent like another Dota from happening. / League of Legends.
Oh, they didn't want to lose out on that sweet billion-dollar company.
Well, no, more along the lines of because you know how people come up with an original concept like, oh,
Yeah.
team fight tactics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where someone's just like, hey, this would be a cool little thing, and then all of a sudden the company that owns that right, they like don't get it right because
Yeah.
someone's like, oh, I'll just make a little thing based off of that. And so Blizzard added a thing to one of their shit. I can't remember what it was. It might just be a standard thing on all their games now, to be honest.
Someone to carry our rocks and stone.
Holy shit, there's a fuck ton here.
Yeah. I think this is where most of it was, to be honest.
They just put it all away from us, so we had to go through the whole level.
Yeah, there
I
we
need
go.
to get one more. Hold on, I need to get one more fly.
Hey, yeah, we can look for it. I'm sure there's one around here. There has to be.
Whoa.
Got
what
it.
the fuck? You got it?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Alright, cool.
I looked up and I saw it. And I was like, oh, there it is. There's got to be one here, one around here somewhere. Exactly.
I
There was
did
exactly
find-
one.
Which company is it that hires mod people? Was it Bethesda?
I think.
Oh
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
Rockstar? No.
Rockstar is another that's been really picky about mods, actually.
Oh, have they? There's a
Yeah.
company that actually hired some. I can't remember which.
Probably
developer.
the Sonic team, because they also just hired. I'm pretty sure they hired the guys that made Sonic Mania.
Oh wow, it's way over here. I wonder if I can just drill all the way here.
You
Probably.
definitely can. The driller.
Just need enough ammo.
Lead the way.
Hold on. Am I actually coming? Is it? Do I need to go down or up?
Up.
Oh, okay.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
We're
I
almost
think you
there.
need to go straight now.
Won't tell me what to do with my drills.
Yeah, I think we're like right in front of it now.
Yeah, you guys are almost here.
What? Oh, we're like. I need to go up a little bit more.
Probably.
You're almost in the big
Hold
room.
on. Hold on. Didn't I? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I think
just
we're
keep-
in.
Just keep going, yeah.
Where? Yeah. Where? What?
Oh,
Where
bugs.
are we? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
Successfully retrieved.
All the way over there still.
The drop pod won't hang around forever.
Hello, boys.
what's the point of even being a driller?
To do that, honestly.
Yeah.
How much? How convoluted was it to go your way?
I mean, I just went up. I have a grapple.
No, but I mean, did like Molly?
Oh, I mean, it
Was
was a
Molly
long, it was a
going?
long, it was a long cave. I mean, it was basically just the way back we went.
Well, I mean, was it even possible to
I mean, you
transfer-
could have built platforms up, to be honest, but it's okay.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to walk behind the driller.
Nah, but like the modders are like, I don't know how people mod, to be honest, but at the same time, like it's some of the things that save games. Like if you look at Minecraft, modders basically carried that fucking game. And they kind of still do. I think now they have a little bit better
I actually have a
support.
hot take about Minecraft.
Uh-oh.
They have the shitty like thing they do where they vote for the next mob to be added into the game, right? They've done
Oh,
that.
that's still a
like-
thing?
Yeah, they still do that.
didn't
I
know
think I think it's fucking dumb, and they should just add all of them at once. It's like, what's the fucking point? Just add all of them.
Well, it's kind of like, why don't you just do all this DLC now instead of...
No, they literally didn't add like a creature into the game because another one was more popular. Like the other ones that were supposed to be added into the game are rather that were voted against. You know, they're not in the game yet.
I don't know. Maybe it's in the Notch contract.
No.
I don't... Microsoft has had to make their money back, right? There's like no way. I don't know if that's much of a hot take, though.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
Like,
not huge into
one of the-
Minecraft.
one of the
Or-
mobs was like this like fucking lizard thing that camouflages or something, and it just I don't remember what all it does, but like it sinks into the ground and hides, and then I don't remember all it did, but it was never in the game. It was like this like crocodile looking thing.
Oh man, what an
Um,
improvement! Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that they added anything besides, you know, you got your skeletons, your spiders, your...
Oh, I mean, there's a lot
Creepers.
of mobs.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wicked.
I haven't played since
Magnificent mod.
like 2012. I think, right? Yeah, about there.
There were also like big. I mean, there was also like big YouTubers that really like influenced the votes. Like,
Is that bad?
fucking- Yes, I feel it's bad because like a big YouTuber could be like, "Hey, vote for this. I want it in the game," and everybody would do it, regardless of if they actually wanted it in the game or not. Oh, my favorite YouTuber wanted it in the game.
I mean, I still don't... That seems like each person got a single vote, right?
Stop it now.
Yeah.
It's just they're being dumb.
No, I mean that. I think it's completely on the YouTuber, or it's partially on the YouTuber, and partially on the voters.
As long as
I missed
YouTuber
kind
got
of
what they wanted, so...
Everything.
Yeah.
I missed all of that. It's customizing.
Oh, we were just mentioning like how with the Minecraft like mob vote, like
Oh, yeah,
big
I-
YouTubers
yes, I
influence
see.
votes
Gotcha.
because they just told their viewers what to vote for.
I'm not lying.
I don't
I'll probably do that.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's stupid and annoying that
Especially
it
like
happens.
big YouTubers like Dream or whatever. I think that's his name, right?
Is Dream still
Fucking-
big?
Yeah, I think he still
Yes,
has
the center of
multi-million
giant
videos.
controversy. Of course, he's growing in
I think
viewership.
he just had his like fucking face reveal or something. I don't know. I think that was the
Probably.
big fucking bullshit that was going on.
Gotta hide the fact that he cheated in a speedrun.
Bro, it's Minecraft. Do people really care?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, speedrunning
actually.
community is one of. They were the backbone of Twitch for a long time.
Yeah, game's done quick.
Yeah, they're like the reason Twitch was so popular.
It's like one of the top things that's viewed when it's active.
Yeah.
Speedruns?
Yeah, whatever game they decide to speedrun is like on the top list whenever they do it.
When people cheat and like lie about them, they'll get invitations over other people to think like quick,
Yeah.
and gives them a boost to their channel. Cherry boost. Essentially what they do.
Yeah, but Dream was bigger for longer than that, wasn't he? Like, how many views is that fucker pulling in? Like, 1 billion a month or something? Hold on.
Any smart.
Dude, okay, how much money would it take you to just fuck off forever?
What do you mean?
Like,
Not a lot.
like
No,
if
not a
you're a
lot.
YouTuber and you made X amount of money and you're just like, and it was getting to the point where you had like annoying fans or something like that, how much money would it take for you to just be like, you know what? Fuck this.
If I was that big of a YouTuber, I'd probably
million.
be pretty rich. Yeah, I would just leave.
Get $1 million bucks.
I'd be
I
like,
would-
hey, this
What,
is my
$1
last
million
video.
bucks?
This is my
That
last
$1 million
video.
bucks
And then, I would
is
go,
not
and
enough.
then I would go live somewhere very minimally, and I'd just
Yeah.
invest my money. I'd have someone invest my money for me in a way that I will have like good returns, and then I will just.
I'd actually do something similar, to be honest. Yeah.
Each video he has, I'm looking at the last 5.
I'm just saying I would live in very minimal
It's
means. I don't
between-
want a huge
It's
like
between
house or anything.
15 to 80 million per view or
Yeah.
per video.
You
million.
guys makes a lot of money, probably.
And if I was a YouTuber, you would still have like residual revenue constantly coming in. It would just diminish over time.
Yeah. You'd be set for life.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you spend your money. That's the problem with
Yeah.
a lot of people that get rich really fast. They just spend it all, or they spend it
Well,
really quick.
I've told Nicole, if we ever hit $5 million, I'm out. Like, I don't know. No matter what, I'm out.
Oh, I mean,
Whatever.
like
Yeah.
Cody said, I could even like be like $500,000 and just do the same. Just live
You
off of
think
it for
that,
the
but
rest
you
of my life.
can't. You can't. Like, you need to
I
run
could
the
live.
calculate.
I could live a small life for
You have to think.
500,000.
No. You have to remember when you get old and you can't take care of yourself, you need to pay someone, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
Which
you'd
is,
have to
yeah.
invest well,
Yeah. If you invest, like
but
I
not
said, like
th-
Cody
having
said.
like a large just like go to
No, I'm talking
Go to a
like fuck
broker,
off
get a
forever.
large,
I'm
a
not talking
diverse
about
profile
okay.
from a professional where you're gonna have just like a good.
I'm talking like
good
you're
return.
gone for good. You're not working again, and you're
Mate.
saying $500,000 is your target.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
I would never not do anything at all again. I would do odd jobs for fun.
What do we
So you get
consider odd
bored.
jobs? Are we talking like being a plumber?
No,
Like a
like, I don't
handyman?
know. Like you could just like
Let's
dude,
say
let's
I
just say you're
spent-
bored and you just like you're just like, oh, I want to do something active. You're like you can chop wood for people, like for
I
Okay,
guess.
let's
for
say
cash.
okay, so I'm 26, right? Let's say I spent a minimum of $15,000 a year. That gives me fucking 30 years to spend my $500,000.
Yeah, but your costs are eventually going to go up, right?
I mean, even then, that still gives me a bit to work with.
Because like, let's say.
I don't think there's a good chance that I might not live another 30 years. I mean,
Yeah, but let's just say you fall down and you break your arm, right? Or you think you might have broken
yeah, there are
something.
definitely going to be times where there could happen that I spend more than that, and that would bring down the years that I have that money for sure.
Right. Okay. Now let's say on something unfortunate.
look. I run out of
happens where you
money.
I mean,
I
some
go
of that
for a
means that you make a
long
new YouTube
swim
video.
early in the ocean, and
some of that money could
I
also be put toward like I'm not gonna spend 15,000 on just like, on just rent and like food. It would definitely go towards like health insurance and whatever I need to live.
Health insurance is like for like crazy health insurance
Look,
is.
Lee lives in a part of the country that is way cheaper than where we.
I was gonna say I think
that
it's
what it is?
completely fair that I could live off of that much. money.
You're
15,000
thinking
I'm telling-
about
I'm telling you-
Washington prices, not
No, I am telling
Midwest
you.
prices.
I would
Maybe
live somebody or
maybe
somewhere
right now you
cheap
can live off
in
of
a
your
cheap area.
15,000, but like as you get older,
Yeah, but
it's a lot harder.
you also have good interest on $500,000.
Yeah, but you're also spending it, so you're trying
Yeah.
to. That's why I'm saying like. I
You gotta
say
spend money to
$5
make
million
money. You gotta spend money to make money. You
$5
heard
million
me.
dollars for me to like I would be done with my internet presence.
I literally could not see myself going through $500,000 that easily. I already don't spend a lot of money on things. I'm a
Okay,
simple
so if you
guy.
buy a car, let's say that you buy a car once every.
If
I don't
I'm
know.
going to live, I don't know. Like I just, yeah, I guess I could buy a car. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
and then let me
there,
just.
there
I don't
would
know how
be
much houses
definitely.
are where you're at, but
Oh,
for
I'm not going to buy a house if I was that rich. I'd still rent.
you'd rent.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm gonna live cheap. I'm not going.
When
I'm
you
gonna
have
live in a cheap place.
$500,000 and you're staying awake up at 3 a.m. because the neighbor next door is having another fight.
I've
that-
never had that situation where any of the places that I lived in my life, and I'm a poor man.
Seriously?
Yes,
Look,
seriously.
you lived in a college town and then you lived in a shit town. So I don't know what to tell you, Tony. Like that's where you rented your apartments, like,
Here
and then
in
you bought a
different
house in a
areas
nice
and
town.
entirely
So like,
cheaper. Like my town's not like the worst area to live in.
I
It's
have not had a
not
rough
the
life,
best,
Cody.
but it's
no,
not.
you haven't had a rough life, but you just like you're using those as your anecdotal evidence of like, well, yeah, Bellingham, of course, like. During COVID, I heard scream fighting constant.
Did
It's in
you?
a college town because it's like a bunch of college-age people living together, and then you moved to Everett, which
Yeah.
not a great like. You
Dude,
were in
never
one of the
lived in
worst
Everett before.
parts too. You were right next to the mall, which is never where you want to live.
Bro, let me tell you about that. I told one of my coworkers who came from South America that I was living in Everett. He's like, "Why would you live there, man?" He's like, "There's places that I wouldn't even live. I'd rather live in some places in South America than I would in the place that you were at." I was like, "Oh shit, man." And this is a guy that's seen some stuff.
Look,
It wasn't
Everett
that.
is-
Well,
yeah.
actually, okay, there was a kid that was kidnapped at my apartment complex. Okay, yeah, it wasn't great, but oh no, there was
I
cops
don't
there.
spend $2K a month
You don't spend 2K a month. But
on rent.
are
that
you
is.
living your
Oh,
life
not even close
to the
for me
full
either. Yeah.
stupidity that you want to?
What?
Are you living your life to the full stupidity that you want to?
Look, I would say
No, I
the
don't.
safest bet of money, like I think everyone
I'm
could agree.
talking realistic. I'm not.
Two
I'm talking
point five
like,
mil right there would probably be
Okay,
enough
I-
for
I'm happy
anyone
with
to
that.
then be able to like travel the world and do dumb shit too at the same time while still having a huge nest egg of money. And the
And
thing
2.5
what you
mil.
could do, 2.5 mil, you buy a small nice little house, right? Buy a small nice little house, you get someone you trust to be a caretaker for it, you travel while you rent the house and pay off the house while renting it while you do fun stuff.
Yeah, an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. And then you can also garnish some of that money because it's your money.
Yeah.
And then you can use it for like travel expenses.
See, 2.5, I'll give credit to. I just think 500,000, especially for how young you are, Lee. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It really just depends.
Look,
on,
Lee's
if I
talking
had-
like if he
I
had
other
to,
people in my
he'd go-
house as well.
he'd go live in a
would
log
also pay
cabin.
for part of the rent. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Like Lee's trying to be a mountain man instead of just being like,
Lee-
okay,
Lee
now I
would just
can buy
be like,
myself a
$500,000.
$5,000 computer.
There's like 500,000. I'll turn all my money into gold. I'll build a log cabin. I will grow a large beard. I will have a
I'm just saying,
fiber
like,
cable run to
with
my log cabin.
500,000
to the
I'm
woods.
just saying, with 500,000, I could do similar to what Cody was saying, where I could invest in it and end up in a similar living
Get
situation.
that money coming back in. Look,
Yeah,
I say that, but I don't know.
Dude, you can lose
you can learn.
$500,000 real easy with investing.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't put it all into investing.
Because I got my
But you put it in
Or-
safe. You put
yeah,
it in the
like-
safe companies where you know you're gonna
well,
just
I
get
got my
like
401k, right?
Or yeah, like you
And-
said, buying like a small house and then not having to pay rent and then just paying for utilities and shit and preparing the house when I need to. Like that's not always going to happen, especially where I live. The threat of tornadoes is pretty low. I mean, I could basic repairs.
yeah. We
aren't
got
the
flooding
most
and we got
expensive, but
earthquakes and we got everything.
we don't flood a lot here really
Earthquakes,
at all,
come
just
on.
because of the like how hilly it
They're
is.
coming.
Oh, man. Earthquake's gonna sneak up on you, motherfucker.
You'll just be
Actually, we're
sitting
probably due
there.
for one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're coming, and then we
I'm
also have
agreeing with you. Yeah, it's been a while.
we also have
Usually,
volcanoes that could go up. They haven't in like hundreds of years, but they
No, we
could.
get tornadoes. We get a couple a year.
Yeah, but they're not. We get more like typhoons.
Dust devils.
they call it. The hurricanes, but on the west coast.
What?
Typhoons.
Tsunamis? Oh, typhoons.
Typhoons. We get typhoons.
Do we?
We just have a lot of like rocks and mountains that break up a lot of it.
The swirling.
Yeah, but like Bellingham, that's why we get those like crazy windstorms here because we're so close to the coast.
I didn't know that.
They're just not as bad as like hurricanes down in Florida because it's
Yeah.
also not as warm.
We have the lake over us that kind of keeps us a little warmer, so the snow doesn't hit Lake Stevens.
And
quite
there's
as hard
lots,
as it hits,
and
like,
Washington has lots of fjords,
Glenwood.
like natural fjords, which actually break up because it's that slope. I can feel like
aren't
Brian, how
fjords,
much
like,
money would you need to
water
be
inlets?
like, all right, I'm out?
fjords are too like mountainous, coming into like a V into the into water.
Brian, how much money? I feel like I'm the crazy person here.
For what?
For you
Just
to like
fuck
fuck
off.
off forever.
To just go completely dark.
Yeah, just fuck off from the world. Like never get a job, just do whatever you wanted.
For the
Uh,
rest of your life.
Well, I mean, right now you're asking the wrong person, man. So that's.
No,
Just
I'm
live
talking
on
for the
that.
rest of your life. Not I got some money now and I can chill for a bit.
What would I do?
No, like how much money would you
Yeah.
need
Oh.
to just like peace out? Be
You'll
like, all
just
right,
leave your life behind.
Like if you looked
no,
at
you
your
don't need to
bank,
leave your life behind.
Oh.
But,
No,
like,
but,
I'm
like-
not gonna work. If I'm a YouTuber.
yeah, you look
know.
at your bank
Oh,
account and
oh.
go, I'm good.
Yeah, sure.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
set.
get you.
Oh, I thought that's what
Um,
you were meaning, like just going like away from everything, not.
No, like
No,
just,
no.
Like,
It's looking at your bank account and going, I'm content. I never have
yeah, I
to
don't
like
need to deal with
worry
this
about
bullshit.
this.
I don't need to do my. I don't need to deal with my boss. I don't need to deal with my fans, my making videos. Like,
You're beholden to no one anymore.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know, for like
that's why I'm saying 5 million.
That's why I
Honored.
said 2.5.
150 million. You'd be shocked at like 2.5 million is like the low end retirement.
Well, that's what I'm
Understood.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm saying 5
That's on, like,
million. I'd be
100
good.
million. Like, eh.
No, you're not 500, dude. Brian, I'm not trying to fucking buy
I
Switzerland.
was gonna say I'm not gonna spend a fuck ton of
No,
money if I was
yeah.
rich. I'd spend the same amount of money I spend now.
Finance
wouldn't-
is
I
what
wouldn't-
she does for
I
a
we're
wouldn't
living.
just
wanna.
There's
talking
never
about I'm
enough.
living in squalor for the
No.
rest of my life. I'm talking like I get to fuck off and for the rest of my life.
You're again
not-
comparing you're comparing different socioeconomic like states.
No, dude, I know that the cost of living is different, but at the same time,
I'm
a
not living in
graphics
squalor.
card is still. No, I'm talking like right now. You're.
You don't have to live by
Make-
yourself either.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
The
But
way
what
I'm
I'm saying
thinking
is,
the question
right now
is,
you're
how much
planning a
would you
life.
need?
You're planning a life off of $15,000 a year. So if you broke your
I
arm,
was mainly just giving an example of like what I might spend. I don't actually know what I would actually spend in that regard. Yeah, you're right. There would be situations where like that for sure.
yeah. So like if you take into account like the situations, like let's say inflation, that's something you have to worry about, and then car breaking down if you're doing cars, travel, illness, because eventually you're gonna get ill. You're gonna need a root canal at some point
No,
in
I'm
your life.
immortal. I'm a skeleton.
Oh, that's true.
So let's
forgot
say
about
if
that.
you had $2 million
Checkmate.
in the bank, you would make $10,000 a year.
Like me, or
Mm.
Lee.
No.
What?
No.
You'd make
That-
$10,000 a
That doesn't
year.
math
What?
out. That doesn't math out.
That's
Hold on.
that is not.
I
how
don't
it works.
understand what.
I can't explain it, but that's not how it works.
Divided by. Oh. So for me, for example, if I was to walk away with $5 million, like I'm saying, best case scenario, if I live like 50 more years, that only leaves me $8,000 a month. for the rest of my life.
To just
Now
spend
you-
on whatever.
Well, that's not whatever. That's like food, water,
Oh.
gas.
I'm not gonna spend
Any type-
8,000. I don't spend half that.
Okay, Lee, again, you're only looking at like, oh, this is what's happening to me now. Like, what happens if you
I
get a
really
family
don't.
in the future?
I
What happens if you
I don't want kids.
get cancer in the future? What happens if you get a dog in the future, a cat in the future? Like,
I have a dog.
okay, so you know that dogs can get injured and they require like $3 bill or $3,000,
$3 bill. Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
$3,000 bills. You know, neutering. You know, if you're living in an apartment and shit breaks, some of that you have to
what?
replace.
Isn't that like on the landlord if you're in an apartment?
Sometimes,
renting?
sometimes not. It depends if you're at fault or not.
It also depends on
If-
the area. Yeah.
No, if you are wealthy enough to own your home, you don't have a landlord, bro. You are the
Yeah,
landlord.
but Lee says that he would only rent.
he said apartment.
Yeah, Lee
Also,
said that he would
I
rent a
did-
house.
You're really cheap
Also,
now.
I did also mention like
Yeah.
owning a house would be that would be all right. I mean, it just depends. I don't know.
You got to pump that number up.
Nah, I'll
Well,
be good.
the question posed to me was how much would you need to just be able to like fuck off the rest of your life and have
I,
everything?
I think
That's
100. I think
Cody
100
said,
mil
like
is a
Cody
very
said, like
high
not
number.
be beholden to anyone.
Of course, it's a high number, but it's also not that high of a number when you really look into the most wealthy of people. 100 million, like that's,
Why do you need to be the
yeah,
most
man.
wealthy
You're
of
good to
people?
go. You've got. I'm not saying you have to be, but if we're
I'm a
looking at the
simple
most
man.
comfortable life, like because the other thing you have to realize too is like you might have kids, and a healthy life for you will eventually end, but you want to give your kids that too. So it's like, okay, well, I got a kid,
Well,
take
I
that
don't
into account.
have
No, it's my
kids.
money.
Yeah, but you don't have kids. But like people
Yeah.
who do have kids, they think
It's-
about that.
It's my
So it's not
money.
really a fair question to ask a one-on-one person. It's like, well,
No, because I'm asking
how would
much
you, if
would
you lived
you
in my circumstances, how much would you need?
Burn my
It's like,
money
oh,
when I die.
earn your money?
Actually, I know
Yeah.
a guy
That's
who's
illegal.
not leaving any money to his kids.
That's always been weird to me.
What? Not
Because-
leaving money?
Yeah, not leaving money to your kids if you have it.
No.
He
He
because
said they're
it'll
all
eventually go-
successful enough, and he's
it'll
gonna leave it to
eventually go back to
charities.
the. It'll eventually go back to the government. I'm burning it all. It'll never go to anything.
Well, even if you do burn
I know,
it,
I
it still
know.
goes
I'm
back
just,
to the government.
I'm just fucking around.
The government absorbs your flames.
Oh yeah, that's how that works.
It absorbs
They
the
know, they just-
chemicals in the dollars.
The dollar souls.
Yeah, who knows
Yeah.
if people are gonna like their kids?
Yeah, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
what if my
like
kid's an asshole.
you set up
Yeah.
a trust fund, right? So it's like they can only use it for certain things. That's the whole point of a trust fund.
Only school.
Unless they figure out how
Oh,
to
that'd be
dissolve the
terrible.
Well, no,
Trust.
like so. For example, a lot of trust funds
Food.
you could. I don't know if they. I guess you could get that specific. The lawyer that has to manage that shit would probably be pissed. What are you buying?
Probably.
Pop Tarts? Alright, fine. But you know, like
by
medical-
one
approving expenses.
billions. What
I think
billions
Brian's
sandwiches?
100 is like a little too much. I think he's trying to go a few generations deep.
that. It's like, man, like you said, Tony, you get to a point
Nah,
where
we'll all
it's like, oh, I need
we'll
to
all
always-
die before we
It's
generations
like, look,
go by.
look, my mom makes like a little over 100 grand a year. She can barely afford, the what the hell they call it? She's a stroke victim, so she has to go like full-time housing. if she
Yeah,
doesn't go
the
It's like 100
caretakers.
grand a month. Yeah,
Yeah, my
full-time
grandma was
caregiver.
paying six
It's
grand a
gonna get
month.
fucking crazy expensive.
This all depends on
And
where
if
you
you don't
live
have-
and how
No,
you live
full-time
and
care-
what
full-time
country
care
you
is so
live
expensive.
and blah blah blah. You know,
Well, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
take
like-
into account
I
that.
just-
I mean,
I
you have to
fear the
tell us,
horror
are you
story.
gonna
The
go
kid going
live
in, $2
in
million in
Ethiopia
debt.
or something?
you're both talking at the same time. I just heard gibberish.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna go live in Ethiopia?
Might go live in another
I
country.
don't know. Maybe I want to.
Yeah, I might live in another country. Why not?
I'm not saying you can't, but you have to factor
'Cause,
that
like-
in. You have to.
Because if I had 2.5 million, I'd move somewhere like Philippines.
I think they.
You
wait, the
say that.
Philippines.
Super rich. Or like Vietnam.
Oh, there's God. What was the word? I used to know a Filipino lady that she said that she always talks shit about the men in the Philippines, where she'd say that they'd get their paycheck and they call themselves a one-day millionaire. I forget the Filipino word for it. But it's when they would spend their entire paycheck the same day they got it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ah man, I wish I had a word for that. One day millionaire, baby. I wish I could do that.
You can also
Just
move
get
to a
my
country that
paycheck.
has free healthcare.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
but they would
I'll
also
bring
have
it
to
down.
like
I'll
take
say
you.
15.
Yeah. And if you had enough money, they would. That's the thing.
That's not how it works at all. They don't just how much money you have? Yeah, all right, come on in. Usually it's like, okay, what are you gonna contribute to?
Yeah.
What
You're
what
gonna
job are you
contribute
doing?
a good amount to taxes.
Well, no, you don't have
Yeah.
to pay taxes if you already have the money. You only taxed on your income.
You still have to buy things, like pay for groceries, which is gonna pay taxes. You're gonna have to pay.
Yeah, but who,
like
who
a
am I
housing
gonna
tax.
want,
You're gonna
who
have
am I
to
gonna
pay
want
every
as a
tax.
citizen? Who am I gonna want as a citizen? Someone that's working and contributing and
Maybe
buying
they're,
shit,
maybe they're gonna
or someone
move.
that just buys shit.
Maybe they're gonna move, your money into their bank. No. Good for their banks.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. if
How'd you
that's
make the
good.
money in the first place?
Let's just say the lottery.
The lottery. This was about becoming a YouTuber. Fuck it off.
Okay, fine. Okay, you
Look,
became...
they want
Okay,
you in
look,
there because
you're
also,
basically-
if I realized that I
Lottery.
didn't make enough money, I would just go back to YouTubing.
No, this is saying that you don't come back.
No, we never said that.
Damn, that's
Oh wait,
Wait,
did
Fuck
you?
off
I don't know.
forever.
yeah, no, you did
Like,
say
we-
fuck off forever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the thing is, I wouldn't ever fuck off forever.
Oh my god, you guys are like going against the entire point of this.
just look
No,
at.
I already
John's
gave you
drawing.
my
He
number,
Literally stops.
you didn't
me
like
at
it, and I'm
2.5
not-
here and then comes
2.5, yeah,
back.
yeah,
I'm
2.5.
No.
So Brian is 15, I'm 5, Cody's 2.5, and Lee's $5.
Leaves $5 at a Lunchable, and he's gonna make that shit work.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah.
He's a skeleton. He doesn't need to eat. This is what you all failed to realize. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
See, Lee's got the
He
end game.
can
Oh,
live
oh.
in a crypt at the graveyard for free.
I'll outlive you all.
Yeah.
He's just gonna murder someone, probably one of us, and then get free food and
Yeah.
utilities and everything in prison.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's playing the long con
Yeah.
in this
the
argument.
fuck are
Play
you
the
guys-
long game.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Why do you need money? Just go to jail or something. It'd just be a lot easier. Free healthcare and everything.
no.
Yeah, it's such a weird question because like there are people out there right now who have fucking nothing and they're living, and they have
Yeah.
happy days.
Dude, I mean,
You know,
yeah,
if you
I-
ever say you can't do
It's like, well-
something, think about how you never find a crackhead
that
who can't
first,
get
that
enough
question,
crack.
It's like $2,000. How much do you need to live? Like, you give me $2,000 right now, I'll be super.
Look, no crackhead is ever seen without
Right
the
there,
will to
$2,000.
get crack. So think
Well, I
about
mean,
that when you're
but
feeling
they do
lazy.
It's fun
hurt
to talk
people and
about.
get shot and die and stuff like that. Like there is risk involved for the
Yeah,
crackheads.
But that doesn't stop them. They seize the day.
they do seize the-
Carpe fucking diem, bro.
That's probably a little bit too much of the problem. Is they're seizing too much of the day.
Yeah, they're seizing more than they're asking cash.
You could say that they're living on borrowed time.
I like that it's rock music and I'm doing a ballet twirl. This dwarf does not know how to dance, but
So,
he's
Brett,
trying.
You're saying 15?
What?
You're saying 15, Brian?
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because like when my dad passed, I inherited some cash, and I realized how quickly you can just like throw away cash that's just given to you, just there. And so like if you just give like a person $2.5 million, they live the rest of your life. I guarantee you that shit will be gone in like 6 years for a lot of people.
Well, yeah, a lot of people.
Well, it's
will
like
be.
I said, people
Yeah.
For a
just
lot of
spend-
fucking people.
people will realize
That's
how much
gone.
money they have and spend it all on bullshit.
If we joined forces and founded our own mining company instead.
Someone
Because, I
give
mean,
me a
in all
lump sum of
honesty-
It's just the
2.5
reason,
million.
like, oh, yeah, I'll get that game, or I'll get that computer, or whatever the hell it is. And next thing you know, you're like, oh my god, what did I do? And it's so fast. It's like slot machines. It's like, wow, I just spent.
That's why I'm saying like $5 million.
What's wrong?
If you like put away like half of it and then like budget it out per year for the next 50 years or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you
That's
also
what's fair.
saying you can have 0 income?
What do you
Right,
mean?
that's where I'm coming at. Like, if
Yeah,
you have
Because
zero
I don't.
income,
I'm not.
$1
I'm
million
assuming there's
is
no.
a real
There's
fucking
not 0
fast.
income. You would have income.
Oh, you're assuming income?
You would have to have income.
I assumed no income.
Yeah.
How
I
would you
assumed
not
no
have
outcome
any
on your
income?
lap.
Like you're doing.
How would you
whatever
have
want.
0 income?
You would also. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, you like
Okay,
Cody,
Cody,
said. You would
imagine
also
quitting
just
your
have
job.
Cody,
Yeah?
imagine
And
you
we're getting a
massage a
job.
person for fun.
YouTube is a wonderful
No,
place
no,
where
no.
you would still get money from the videos.
Imagine not
You would
waking
have.
up and
So,
going
if you
somewhere.
had so much money, and you were good at budgeting. If the interest is good enough, then you'd be fine.
Off of
Your money
what?
would make you money.
Off of what? Like how much we
Interest.
Because interest
Cody's
off of
talking about
what?
like you open like a savings account and
Because
you get like
for me, for example, I have
0.2%
like
interest back.
I have a
Depends
account
on
that
the
I
account
think
you
caps-
get.
I have a account
Yeah.
that I think caps off at like 600 on its interest, and I get like not even $1 a year. Like we're talking like you need a fuck ton of money
it
to
really
live off of
depends
interest.
on.
You
Yeah,
need,
it really
you
depends
need
on.
hundreds of millions, which is why I did not say 100 million. I said like 10 million. No, I did say 5 million.
I think if you're planning on living off of interest, yeah, you
Where
need
you
like
go.
you need tens to hundreds of millions. However, if you're
Right.
banking on the fact that you'll invest and never take a hit on any investments, then yeah, maybe you can get away with something slightly less. But
I also wasn't given a limit.
investing is just rich people gambling at the end of the day. It is. I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
just
you're
look
not.
at-
You're not wrong. Stocks are basically just rich people gambling.
Pretty much.
that's why people got pissed off when the whole GameStop stuff and all that, because people are like started being like, oh shit, I can just buy stock and do all this and fuck things up. Yeah, sure, why not? It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
they
you can't
wanted
do
to
that.
restart the stock market or some bullshit.
Yeah. So now that you got the average citizen involved in the stock market, people are like, I don't know if this is a good idea, guys.
Throw in there that my wife is talking to clients, like when they get all high and mighty on her, and she looks at their
Well,
net
it looks
worth,
like
their
when
net
you have a
is, like,
certain.
1.5 million, she laughs. Like, oh, okay, you're not even close to like high end. You're probably gonna
Okay.
struggle when you get to retirement
Okay.
age.
Lee, yeah, Brand, I know you're talking about. It reminded me of the story. Lee, there's a guy at my work whose lifestyle is pretty nutty. He goes to work, he flips off all the breakers in his apartment, right? To save electricity, right?
Yeah.
He eats, so when unless it is literally freezing outside, he just wraps himself in a blanket. And then he eats like garbage, you know, the cheapest, like I shouldn't say garbage, just eats like the cheapest stuff possible, right? And then, you know, doesn't go out. His two vices are like alcohol and caffeine, I guess.
Hold on to your butts.
But
Commencing gravity calibration.
his target retirement amount is, I think he said 300,
Please don't
and that's at the age of, what is he like? I think he's like 55, no, 60. He was like, I need to hit at least 300 for his lifestyle on an already, on his parents already owned a house, so he was just gonna take over after his mom.
Yeah.
So he was looking for 300 just to get him all the way through. At 60, so that's why I'm like, nah, I'm gonna need a
The
lot
rest
of
of
money.
his life, like,
Yeah.
once he hits 60, he just lives off of 300,000. I don't know.
Well, plus Social Security and 401k, because those are
Yeah.
also two other things that he's gonna
Like,
get.
yeah, I mean, I guess I could.
Or wait, no, that is his
see
401k.
that, kind of. I don't know. If the
There's a
dude's
reason.
already
There's a
stingy
reason why
anyway.
rich people always try to get more money.
It's really funny that like sometimes you'll see the stingiest, like most unhealthy people live pretty long lives.
Dude, my grandma, dude, she lived to be 96. She had like no food in the house. I don't know what the fuck she ate all day, and she like smoked for like 40 years and everything.
That's what it was. She smoked.
Oh, is that what it is? The
Yeah.
tar just coated everything out of her and kept her young.
All the nutrients.
Yeah, all that tobacco.
Yeah, yeah. Kept her going.
No, like, dude, she lived like a crazy unhealthy life, and she lived to 96, and that's when I made the decision. I'm like, you know what? You never know, because I've had like healthy people in my family like go running all the way up until they're like 80.
Yeah.
They were like doing fast walking, and like just they take one tumble, boom,
Oh
everything
yeah, I mean
just cascades from there.
that's usually how it is with older people. I've noticed. They'll
Yeah,
have, like
tumble.
one fall,
My
and
dad-
then from there it takes. So yeah.
My dad, 3 years ago, we rented this place from him, which is the house that I grew up in. He moved off to Arizona. 2 years later, he had a buddy come down and see him. She was like,
Yeah.
"You need to go to the hospital. You're yellow. You're yellow. You have jaundice." He got diagnosed with cancer in like May of last year, and he fucking straight up died in July.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, I mean,
shit fucking
it's kind of
happened.
crazy
I'm hopping off.
how
And his medical bill was like
Nick.